I said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox their channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double tip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double tip on the director's cut. Woo. Double dip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine are gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We be sucking on every damn toe. Yum. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Whoa. The PlayStation high all over my head. Pentimeter PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Demo Flow Gaming Show, where I share my passion for gaming and keep you informed of everything that's going on with the Xbox ecosystem, Sony PlayStation, Nintendo, Luna, everything gaming, bro. We got you. This is what we're talking about here. We're talking gamings, and I want to start the show by saying happy 4th of July. I'm very blessed to live here in the United States of America. Yeah, I love this country, man. So, amazing week for gaming news, right? Journalists had a field day. I feel like this got to be like the the best week for Christopher Drang, for Tom Warren, all these people that do love to write about gaming. But yeah, it's also a great week for gaming in general. But we got good, bad, ugly, and all of that we're going to be talking about. Thank you so much, chat. I see you down there, man. We're going to get to you, but we got a very special guest today. I don't know where, right? This just happened like, okay, shit, let me jump in, whatever. Let's get it. We got Next Gen Nero in the building, man. Thank you so much for coming through, bro. So happy to have you here. What's going on with you, player?
Yes, sir, man. Happy to be here, man. Definitely my favorite Xbox content creator, man. So anytime I get an opportunity to pull up, I definitely will, man. Just the usual, man. Sitting back, watching these meltdowns and on Twitter, gaming, critiquing when I feel like I need to critique. You know what I'm saying? Something that other fanboys and other communities don't do. They don't ever look in the mirror and act better for them brands. So I try to bring that balance within the community. But I just been gaming, man. A lot of great games, man. Trying to chop down this backlog. Right now, I'm playing Lords of the Fallen, man. They did the split fiction route, so you can use the Game Pass. If you got it, you can invite one of your homies and
y'all can play like that. The friend pass. Yep.
Pass. That's awesome. Absolutely love it, man. They've been having a great time gaming, man. So much to look forward to. So much on my plate right now.
Yeah, bro. That's a lot of things to play, man. It's crazy. And yeah, I wanted to say, Chuck, because I know you've been wondering, like, oh, what the hell is Archangel? And what the hell is Power Boss? And what the hell is Desire? Well, Desire was earlier with us here, in the software or whatever we're talking, and he had to go do something. He'll be back. But Power Boss and Archangel might be asleep. If 4th of July here is a holiday, so they might be joining us later. I think they will join us later. I know Power Boss will probably wake up at 11:30 or 12 and they'll be like, "Oh, what's up, guys? I was playing MTG Arena too much last night." You know how he is. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming through. I see you down there. Adidas 20 with the tube, and really appreciate you, bro. I don't know why, but that chat went away. I know that you left a super chat, but it went away on YouTube. Like when I go on YouTube right now, it doesn't show it to me because I think you did it before we were actually live. But I do appreciate the donation, man. Thank you so much for coming through. We got number 2, right? In the building next year. He was early here to say, I'm first. But he wasn't. But yeah, Adidas don't count. Shout out to him for that. But shout out to you, Nero, for coming through, man. And everybody as well. We got earrings in the building, man. What's up, Joe? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, homie. And then you got me here, calming you guys down because we were a little bit late. E-Ranks in the building saying, glad more people get to play more games. Gamers stay winning. And that's a sort of attitude that we always had here in the channel. The more, the merrier. Like the more people play a game, the more that game has a chance to survive the the test of time, and also
Hmm.
to be legendary, and develop so that developers and these studios can keep making games, right? So that's their way of being. So I don't know, now I'm gonna make a little parenthesis here, but I don't know, you guys heard about Anthem shutting down? You guys heard
Yeah.
about Anthem?
Yep.
Yeah, Anthem is shutting down, for those who don't know. And it's a game that came out with a lot of controversy, right? Back in the day, a lot of people were like, what the fuck? This is fake. And it sort of got the watchdog treatment, right? So it's shutting down. We can have a game come and go, right? And there's actually a petition out there for people, for gamers who don't want games to be shut down. You guys can go ahead and do that. I'll probably get it later on Twitter. But the thing is, man, the fact that Helldivers is gonna get more gamers, it just means that the game is gonna be more successful. That's all there is. There's really nothing behind that. There's no other explanation. But we got Jewel in the building as well. Hi, girl. How you doing? Good to see you around. Happy Friday. We got Mo in the house, and he says the whole slate. Holy shit. Beat Money in the building. How's it going, player? Good to have you around. Adidas 20 in the building. Say next year, Nero, I gave my supers in at the bar the previous night. God damn,
Yo,
yo, he
yo,
was early.
can I just give
Yeah,
a
yeah,
personal
bro.
shout out to Adidas, man, because I see him supporting not only you, not only me, but just a
Mm.
lot of content creators within the community, man. And I just want to shout him out, man. His name isn't Adidas for no reason. He really be putting that shit on. He be looking mighty fly,
Brother,
man.
bro.
And he put a beautiful picture of himself and his daughter on the timeline not too long ago, man. And I just love seeing fathers in the community. I don't think I told him, and I'm very late, but happy Father's Day to you too, Demo, you,
Appreciate
and
that, man.
the homie Adidas, and pretty much everyone else who's listening. It might be a father. I know I'm hella late with that, but hey, better late than ever.
Better late than ever. Better late than ever while. Too soon. Okay, okay, too soon.
Too soon,
So
man. Too
too
soon.
soon, too soon. So yeah, shout out to Adidas, man. I've been saying it here. It's one of the reasons why you see a lot of people within the community connected with each other. Because you are the one, you are the bridge, right? The chat, the viewer. You are the one who really bring everything together. So yeah, I see you guys down there. Like us in the building, man. So happy to see you here, man. Good to have you, man. TA 3.0 in the house. HD2 will not be in Game Pass. So it will have poor sale numbers on Xbox. Oh, hell, Divers 2. Well, I mean, it's not that expensive, so we have to wait and see, man. We had to wait and see. Um, I don't know. I don't know. We got Miguel.
I will say I think that them putting Helldivers on Xbox before they put it in their own subscription service
Yeah.
shows that everybody they feel like who wanted to play it on their PlayStation platform would have played it by now. So they probably figured it'd make more sense to put it somewhere. And I mean, Xbox is known for the shooty shoot shit. It's about to thrive there, man. I don't agree with this. It's gonna have poor sale numbers.
Yeah. If there's a PlayStation game that was that I would say that it was made with Xbox in mind, I would say Helldivers it would be number one out of the games. Because it's just like the shit that we've been doing. We've been fighting locusts, right? We got 20 years of experience, guys, fighting locusts, swarm, the hive. We like check out all these games like Gears, Halo, and all these games that usually that are famous. From Xbox, they have like Nero said the shooty shit and kill shit and gore and all of that. And I think Helldivers have all the condiments to be a nice addition to Xbox, right? The multiplayer box, everybody knows Xbox, open mics, everybody talking shit. That's where that happened. And it's just, it's just like refreshing to see PlayStation with a different approach. All right. Miguel Diaz in the house, man. Thank you so much for coming. Ready for the salt. Damn. Dímelo. Jewel saying, I'm happy that Xbox players get to experience that. Again, not for me, but happy nonetheless. And again, this is the attitude that you gotta have. Like maybe not, it may not be for you, but somebody out there is enjoying it, right? Decide in the house, man. Sorry, yeah, I had to leave. I'm sorry, man. It's all good, bro. Like, you had to do shit. I know it's 4th of July. The show, I did it because I wanted to do it because in reality, a lot of people have called the shows out and they're not doing nothing today, whatever. Everybody's taking a break. But I felt like maybe there's a part of the community that want to hang out and then maybe they're not out there in the pool. Maybe they going through something, maybe whatever. And they wanted to, just hang out. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do anything in the morning anyway, so I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna bring my people some content, and we're gonna have fun. And we're gonna do the usual because this is exactly what I love to do. This is my day off, right? From work, anyways. And what I like to do is getting here and speak to you, my viewers. So I mean, thank you for coming through. The least that you can do since you're here, dog, is hit the like button, subscribe. If you new, the show right now is on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, man. So you can be watching from wherever. I don't care. It's up to you where you want to watch it. And whatever platform you're using to watch it, I'm happy. And that's it. The other thing that I have right now is 99 cent memberships. Okay, so I got 2 layers. This one is for you guys to just get access to members tab and all that shit. I'll continue to improve the shit. And then after there's another tier which is like the $5 tier. That's up to you. Do it if you want to, if you really want to support the channel. But this is the one that we're gonna be utilizing for game night and future events. Okay, so if you want to become a member of the channel, there you go, 99 cents. Not even Coca-Cola is worth that anymore. You buy a bottle of Coke, what is it, like $1.50 or some shit, like $2. So it is what it is. I really appreciate the best support you can give me. Just come over here, man, and hang out with me. That's it. Since you're here, the
100%.
easier shit next is hit the like button. After that, whatever else you do is totally up to you, man. Check it out. We got in the building the Cole Classic Cage. How you doing, girl? Yo, she's so cool, man. Go ahead and follow her. Awesome content creator. She's a lot of fun and she does a lot of gooning with no hands. So yeah, shout out to Classic Cage. Thank you for coming. Move to streaming. Hell yeah, that's what. Hey, if Sony PlayStation went multi-platform, who says that I can't do it? Okay, all right. Just give me a break. Move to streaming. That's what's up. So without further ado, let's get into the first topic of the show. Right? Let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about the ugly first, get it out of the way, whatever. I want to talk about the Xbox layoffs and the truth about the layoffs and what I believe, whether I believe is good or bad or whatever, like what I personally believe that and how we should be reacting to this, right? And what can we do about it? All right. So I'm gonna start off by saying that okay, Xbox, or I mean Microsoft laid off 9,000 people from the company. Everybody knows about this news. This is what I don't really want to talk too much about it, because this has been like regurgitated for the last couple of days, right? Like nonstop. Like people that don't usually go live that day, they did live streams, and it just went crazy. Like everybody's been talking about it, so it just became like a boring, right, thing to talk about in the middle of so many good things happening. But we do have to cover, because I do feel this is necessary, right? And we got to talk about it. And if somebody from Microsoft or Xbox are watching, I hope you are. I mean, I wish, I wish I could go to Xbox Studios and take a look and see like what the hell they're doing, right? So yeah, I want to start off by saying that I feel very sorry about the people who lost their jobs. I hope that they land in their feet, and I hope that they get another job or another way to provide for themselves and their families, right? Because at the end of the day, nobody, likes to make these decisions or like to be let go. I've been in both positions. I have been let go, like, like I've been, at work, they have be like, yo, demo, get the fuck out of here. We don't need you anymore for whatever reason, right? Just for cuts. And I've been also in the position of having to fire somebody, and it's just like, goddamn, like, motherfucker must be thinking like, oh, you've been wanting to fire me for a long time, but it's like, damn, bro, I feel like shit. You don't really want to do it, even though you've been slacking at work, even though you don't show up, even though you've been a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You feel bad that you are cutting that person off of the way that they provide for the family, because I mean their kids or their women or their household doesn't really have the fault on, but it's kind of sad that sometimes you have to do it, and that's just part of the business. Another thing that I want to say is like Microsoft is a capitalist, right, corporation. They don't do handouts. They're not Nintendo who trying to keep everybody, higher just to keep face and make everybody feel like they're the good ones, right? They are business based and they cutthroat. So if you're not producing, you're gonna be let go. I'm not saying that these people didn't produce all of them. I'm sure that there were some good people out there, good workers, people, talented people and shit. They even said it, right? Some talented people being let go due to restructuring and shit that's going on. But let me tell you something, man. This happens every year, though. How many times we call it layoffs every year? Twice at least for Microsoft, and twice at least from Sony, right? Isn't that the truth? I mean, Nero, am I saying something wrong here? Am I going crazy?
Nah, it seemed like we got to cover it every week, man. And if it's not Microsoft
Yeah.
or PlayStation, it's one of these other
It is
studios.
Tencent. It is
Yeah,
Ubisoft. It is EA, right? Like it's just something. Some places are gonna get cut. And look, I'm not. I made a video about it, which is why I don't really want to talk too much about it. Go ahead and watch my video. Nobody gave a shit. I uploaded a video about Sony Bonnie Salt. Everybody go, oh shit, let me check demo video making fun of Drinkers Guy and MBG. But when it's time to talk about something serious, nobody goes ahead and watch the content. So what the fuck?
and y'all need to do better at that, man. Y'all need to
Nah,
do
it's
better at that.
not, bro. Honestly, watch whatever you want, but that just goes to show that people don't really give a fuck about layoffs.
100%.
The way
Nah,
that they make
100%.
it out to see. Because if people gave a fuck about layoffs, my video would have popped off, because I had a different take than everybody. Everybody was like, "Oh, fuck Microsoft, fuck Xbox," and I was like, "Yeah, fuck them," because at the end of the day, right, I was waiting for those games, and I was hoping that these studios work, but fuck them, because they I know they have the power to continue and try to fix it anyways, because they are that rich, right? But also at the same time, it's like, damn, I have, I've been involved in business, and I know when something is not working, you got to cut it off. Otherwise, you keep losing until you're like, shit. And the way that they are, this is how they work. If shit is not working, we're gonna cut it off. And there's no ins and bones about it. We don't care about feelings. This is just business, and that's literally the American way.
Yeah.
And it happens to me at work every day. If I don't show up on time, my boss is like, "Why are you 10 minutes late?" "No, traffic." "I don't give a fuck about traffic. You have to be here at this time, bro." And I could get mad, I could bitch him out, or could be like, "Oh shit, they own my shit." But at the end of the day, it's like, damn, that's their business. So they losing money if I don't show up early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta look both sides of the coins. not defending Microsoft. I really think that they should have continued to push. Okay, Perfect Dark, you couldn't do it. Give it to another studio. Get the fuck out of here. You can do shit.
Yep,
You
yep.
know, yo, but at the same time, you also gotta understand, guys, that maybe Perfect Dark is not as big as we think he is. Like if you go and watch the trailer that they dropped during the show last year, you know how many views he has? Shit,
Hmm.
Ask Mongo live reaction had more views than that shit.
Damn.
He had 800,000 views. Didn't even make it to the million. So I think they're looking at all this shit like, man, maybe this shit ain't gonna be that hot. Maybe this shit is everybody's gonna be copying for it, but nobody's gonna actually buy it and play it. You know, I think so. And not, what if what if Redfall was canceled? Who's gonna miss Redfall? And this is the perfect example. Who was gonna miss Redfall? Nobody. There was like 300 people on fucking Steam playing. So it's like, okay, do you want to release another Redfall and tarnish again the image of Xbox and Microsoft, or do you rather say, you know what, we cutting here, but we increasing there? Because a lot of people said that the initiative closed, and that made headlines everywhere. But how many headlines about Elsewhere Entertainment, the new studio that they just formed this year? Where are the headlines? Xbox with the new studio is gonna bring another game with whatever. You can cap all four, hype people up, whatever. But what are the headlines about the new studio? Right? It's just like it's such an unbalanced situation. And I feel like, yeah, Microsoft should be called out because they really had the power to continue to push these games and give us the content. And as a consumer, you wonder like, what the fuck are my games? Because I'm a Game Pass subscribers. So I'm expecting a certain cadence of games that I get on Game Pass. So which is why I had to like question like, okay, but this is what management is. Something is not working, you intervene and you say, listen, I gave you enough time. This is not gonna work. It's terrible. People are gonna say the weird shit. We don't want this product. And I think that was the right call. Right now, if the game was really, really, really dope, I promise you that the game would have made it out. Because I know a lot of people are talking about the other Cinemax game that got canceled. That was like an online MMORPG shooter,
Mhm.
right? But if you think about it, it's like shit. They doing an Borderland esque type game in third person, all these things. It's like, whoo, in space, we should maybe use that for something else, right? That has a heavier name, right? So all these projects that they kill, they still got the assets, they still got all that shit. They could come back, they could be revitalized. Maybe they hire somebody who'll be like, oh shit, I can fix it, I can do it, you know? But it's just like, okay, what is the outrage when 20,000 people just got laid off from UPS? The news are out there. Nobody's out there crying. Nobody's saying anything. It's just like a more important thing, right? But back to gaming, I just feel like the whole thing is blown out of proportions, and they've been putting Xbox as Xbox is dead when they are releasing like they literally the same day that they release a game they want on Game Pass. Like it just doesn't make any sense. They released Mega Break on Game Pass on Wednesday, I think it was,
Had
or Thursday.
130K concurrent players on Steam, really popular.
Yeah, it's a huge game now. So I mean, that's crazy. Not too long ago, they dropped Doom, the Dark Ages. I mean, call it what you want. I'm just giving you the facts. Like I said, let's fault Microsoft because we know that they have the money to continue to give you something that we want, but at the same time, people have to be held accountable when a game is taking 7 years to develop.
It's a
You
fact.
know, and that's just the way I see it. That's my take. I feel like people should be held accountable the same way that when you go to a restaurant and they bring you a plate of food that is cold and you complain like, why is my steak not cooked? Shit like that. The same thing here. I'm a customer, I'm a consumer. Where are my games? How much money Microsoft makes, how many people they hire, what they do in the industry is ultimately not my problem. That's them. And who's gonna tell Microsoft how to make money or not? Please, anybody, all these financial experts, like talking about, oh, Microsoft, this, Microsoft, like, you don't know shit. These motherfuckers have a $1.5 trillion company. It's insane to think about. It's projected to be 5 trillion anytime soon because it's gonna go up crazy like that. You know, now I do agree that Microsoft sometimes is crazy, and they do need to add a little bit of feelings to their business, right? I think so, like a healthy amount of feelings, right? Because I do feel like sometimes they cold as fuck. Sometimes they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this shit. This is how we're gonna do things and fuck the world. And I think they had to change that a little bit and be a little bit more sensitive towards people, especially when you show in the game. Just take the L, bro. Be like, okay, I showed you the game. Be real. This is like, okay, early access. We don't know where this game is going. Early access. Do that. I love fucking early access on Steam, bro, because I play games that I first started playing and they're like, oh my God, this is shit. But I log in 6 months later and I'm like, oh shit, this is dope. I'm hitting all my boys like, bro, you should go jump back and all that shit. And it's like, I don't know, man. But what do you think about the layoffs, Nero? This is my take. I know I went on for too long. God damn it. But
man,
I just had to say that, man.
I don't think you went on too long. I think you were just speaking facts as you usually do. So I gotta watch my words, right? Because I don't want to say I don't care about the layoffs, right? Because I do care about people losing their jobs and stuff like that. And it's sometimes Microsoft make it hard to like kind of root for them when you do villainous things like this. People gonna look at you like, oh, you got so much money, you making so much profits, but it's a reason they got to where they at, and it comes with making decisions like this. Whether I agree with it or not, I do understand this business. Now, where I got a little frustrated at was some of the studios and some of the game cancellations. Like I forget his name, but one of the founding FPS shooter guys, I forget his name. He was working behind the scenes with something with Microsoft that kind of got cut. Perfect Dark, I'm mixed on that, right? Because like you said, it's been 7 years. You have nothing to show for it. In my opinion, Perfect Dark is now our Concord. Only difference is that shit got released. And it's way worse because it actually got to see the light of the day. Our shit didn't get released, so it's John Romeo. Thank you. I'm gonna butcher his name, but thank you, bro. Lyco, is it?
Lycos,
Lycos. Okay, thank you, bro. I like the layoffs is like as much as I hate to say it, we've been talking about it for the last 2-3 years. If you follow us on podcasting, it's kind of tiring at this point. It's business. Everybody got laid off. I'm in the same boat as Demo. I've been on the side where I had to let people go, and that shit stings. Especially when their livelihood depend on that job. And I've also been on the other end where I had to get let go, especially during
Everybody's
COVID.
been through it, especially if you live in America. I think that's just the way it is. You have to go through
100%. My thing is with Microsoft, the reason I kind of get upset, and like a lot of moves that I don't agree with Microsoft, I call out on Twitter. To a lot of people, disappointment. That's why I rock with Demo so hard, because I know a lot of my Xbox brothers might not agree with my takes. And sometimes when you criticize Xbox, you get grouped into the Tim Dog category, and I feel like that's kind of unfair because I'm just being critical of a brand I love, and I want them to be successful. The Turn 10 Studios kind of stung a bit for me because for the life of me, I personally, and that might just be my biasness, I didn't understand all the hate that it got. I thought it was a spectacular game. Even after playing GT7 for a few dozen hours, I do prefer the single player aspect of GT7 with the cafe and stuff like that. But as far as just the feel of the cars and the graphics as a whole, even with me playing on the PS5 Pro, I still prefer Forza over GT personally. I thought that was a great game. I know a lot of people was disappointed in it. I personally wasn't. I absolutely loved it. I didn't see a lot of the bugs and a lot of the issues John Linneman and Digital Foundry pointed out in their analysis, zooming in 5,000 fucking times on a sign in the crowd just to say it's not one-to-one with real life.
Right.
But what else? I'm trying to think of the ones that really bothered me, but it's hard to get too upset about something like an initiative when, like you said, we haven't seen shit. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen shit. Now the rare situation, whatever wild, I just feel like we can't have too many of these 10 plus, 7 plus, 5+ year development cycles with nothing to show for it. And when you in that situation, yeah, some of these guys deserve to go. Now, there's some rumors out there that Turn 10 is going to be turned into a Forza Horizon support studio, which from a business aspect, I think it kind of makes sense with how popular Forza Horizon is. But I also think as a supporter of both PlayStation and Xbox that you need competition. Right. GT7 needs some fucking competition. And I think Forza Motorsport was the perfect competition for that game. No matter which one you prefer, I think they push each other. I'm like the people getting laid off, you know, it is what it is. Hate to sound like a dickhead. It is what it is. We're not going to harp on that. You know, I got my podcast tomorrow. We already have to go through that shit again. So I don't want to waste too much on that here with my brother Demo. I will say some of the, you know what I'm saying?
Say some ammo.
Like, yeah, I got to say some ammo, but you know, Perfect Dark, some of these games getting canceled and stuff like that. I got to hashtag keep that same energy. Yeah. I don't like seeing that, and the only reason I don't like seeing that because I was just telling the homie Demo before we came online, it kind of feels like a scam. Yeah. You scam Phil Spencer, you scam Xbox, you scam Microsoft, and you scammed us with that chopped up gameplay you put out last year. You scammed everybody. So my only thing is, where are the people that's like hands-on? How does something like this happen? It's kind of my question. Now, the funny thing about Concord is Herman hosting them was seeing that game. He said it was the next savior, the next big thing. Exactly. And that shit flopped. Now, with Perfect Dark, nobody has said that. Nobody came out and really was like, oh, this is the next big. I mean, you know, when they initially bought them, they did come up with the AAA, the quadruple A meme and shit like that. Yeah. I got more questions. And a lot of the decisions regarding Xbox is why I'm getting frustrated is because I might sound crazy. I might just be a Phil believer or whatever, but some of these decisions is above him. If you guys following what I'm saying, like some of the decision making, especially the back half of this Series X and S, I do believe that after the ABK deal, you know, they had more of a microscope. Microsoft higher ups had more of a microscope on Xbox as a whole, and they're trying to recuperate that. They have not recuperated the Activision profits they spent, and I'm pretty sure they didn't recuperate the Bethesda acquisition as well. So
that's gonna take time.
Things have to change. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's why you got the games being ported to other consoles. Which at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was looking like them dumbass ponies on Twitter yesterday. I was upset only because I'm like, you can't have a company that's trying to knock you and kill you. Their words. And then turn around and support them when they need to put out shit themselves. But if that brings more games to us as gamers, I'm all for it. I'm not going to complain. If it means more content flowing through Game Pass, I'm not going to complain. I just, like I said, with the initiative and some of these other studios, I'm like, where was the like hands-on leadership? You know what I'm saying? And that's why they got rid of a lot of these middle managers, micromanagers. I just think they need to have a more hands-on approach with these studios going forward, because I understand it's a lot of studios, it's a lot of people, but that's a lot of money at the same time that you wasted. And the money that's wasted on Perfect Dark and Everwild and stuff like that, maybe the money they could have saved from not wasting that could have kept a few more people around. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get more information on the coming weeks. We probably going to hear some of these devs coming out, speaking their perspective. But as far as the layoffs, man, that's a part of business. I hope those people land on their feet. I'm not gonna beat up one of the biggest companies. Like 9,000 people being 4% of your workforce just shows how big that company is.
Yep.
And this is the time of the year where they do it. I'm more upset about some of the game cancellations and some of the studios. I feel like, well, that's a waste of time. As fans, we built up this hype. We boasted around this. What was it? The roadmap. You know, and Perfect Dark was a game I was personally really intrigued for because I didn't play it back in the day. And I'm kind of with you. You know, you got enough studios where you could have possibly passed it on to someone else, but maybe Microsoft stepped in and they seen like, yo, you don't even have a story written. So if it depends on how much you got done. You know what I'm saying?
God knows the process, right? And where they at the moment. Maybe it's like, oh shit, like, are you that far away? Like, oh, fuck out of here. It's better to cancel it.
And I seen a couple Halo people get laid off, and it's like, I mean, goddamn, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I mean, The Halo branch need a whole reset, in my honest opinion, because that's one of my favorite franchises ever. Got the poster right above my desk.
Be
That right
careful
next
there.
to Starfield.
That is a topic so spicy that I'll think it. I'll make like a specific live stream for that when the time come to talk about it, because I do have some feelings about Halo. Look, Halo is playing right here, right now. Even though I may
It's
not
my
be
baby.
playing,
That's making me want to play it right now. Watching this shit.
yeah, because it's somebody who actually know how to play. Uh, I'm not playing, but I'm watching Halo esports, and I know there's a lot of people that. Well, I do play. I have like hundreds of hours, thousands of hours probably of playing across all Halos, right? But I'm talking about like I'm not currently playing it. Like I don't have it downloaded on my like I'm not playing every week. You know what I'm saying? But I do watch esports, and esports in Halo is crazy, and this shit gets a lot of fucking views, and it's a business itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, it
So
definitely is.
I think Halo is became more like a show and less than a game. But that's another topic for another day. Boy, man,
It's still
yeah,
my baby
man.
though. I don't
Yeah,
give a
no,
fuck.
I
I
don't.
love Halo. I'll fuck around and get
The
that to my door.
problem is both
Yeah,
Halo and its fans. Okay, the fans, because
100%.
they can come to an agreement in which and what they want, what they really want, what you really want. Do you want a game that is tactical, or do you want a game that is up to the times and days that we're living on right now? You cannot give me a clunky Halo in 2026 when it drops. You need to have some smoothness to it, to the movement, and I know a lot of people complain when Halo 4 first introduced sprint, which is another thing. Like, what the fuck are you, bro? The only game in the world where that has no sprint is Halo, and everybody can run. And hey, if a Spartan wearing a super armor suit can't run, like, it's just like a lot of things that don't make sense. But like I said, a topic for another day, because I could be speaking about Halo
Have
for
you
years.
noticed? Like, I don't. I feel like our fan base does that a lot. You have the Halo community don't really know what they want. We so divisive and mix our feelings up a lot about what we want and where the direction should go.
Yeah.
And it's the same way with Forza Motorsport. Because like I said, I'm a casual Forza Motorsport, but the hardcore Forza Motorsport people really lay it into that game. And maybe I'm speaking out of term because I'm not a hardcore, so maybe I don't know as much as they know about the whole franchise. Maybe certain things and tracks that really pissed them off that wasn't there, that was in prior games. But from what I played, I loved it. And that seems to be a thing with a lot of these fan bases, no matter not even first party, third party shit, like something like an Apex Legends. A lot of the times we bitch and complain, right? And you never know what you got until it's gone. That's why when you be critical, you can just be a critical dickhead, right? You can run out here and throw them into the ground, or you can just have honest, constructive criticism. And I think that is really important to have within any sub community of any community.
I think there is a fine line between criticism, constructive, and destructive criticism. And then when games die, people complain, like the case with Anthem. Yeah, but Anthem is dying. Save Anthem. No, motherfucker, like you didn't play. You watch a video on YouTube about somebody who hated Anthem, and you skipped it. Yep. You didn't play it, and now you want to save it, and that's just what happened. But anyway, bro, before we get off topic, I think that's everything that we got about the layoffs. Fuck this topic. Extremely boring. I try to make an entertainment show. I'm not here for financials, watching financials on Microsoft, etc. I don't give a shit. I do feel sorry for the people who lost their jobs, like we say here, and we hope that they, get a job and shit. But it's the hypocrisy what pissed me off of people, right? Saying, "Oh, Microsoft fire, Xbox layoffs, whatever," and you are the same people who get on Twitter every day to talk shit about games, to talk shit about the Xbox games. So without realizing that there's humans behind the game. So if you talk shit about a game because you're grifting, like people saying that Starfield was ass and it was really, really, really bad. Crazy. Like people saying that's bad. I'm like, bro, you never played a bad game in your fucking life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, bro, you grifting. Some other people are saying, for example, that I don't know, that Astro Ball was bad. It's just like that level of grifting, right? It's just like what fucks the games up. Because believe it or not, kids now be on TikTok all the fucking time, dude. And they've watched somebody a reel or somebody making fun of Halo or another franchise or Super Mario glitching out or some shit, and they're gonna be heavily influenced by it. And they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, this game is ass, bro. Do you play Mario? I saw a glitch. That game sucks." Kids be thinking this way for real, man. I swear to God. And some of these adults that we interact with are literally childs. You
100%.
cannot tell me otherwise. And we're gonna get to one of the examples about childs, right? Childish behavior in gaming in a few seconds. But first, let me get chat, man, because I see you guys going crazy down there, and we'll be just going on, and we haven't addressed you, man. But we got a lot of people here in the building, Barrel. We got Cupid's victim in the house saying, "Demo, I watched the news on the layoffs, and everyone said it's for restructuring, and everyone does it in tech. They also said AI. Oh, it wasn't for AI. Okay, so about AI. Has everybody ever complain about that Walmart when you go and you don't see the cashier, the person that used to, like, you used to see every Sunday, and used to be like, "Hey, have a great Sunday. Hey, long time no see. How your kid doing?" You know what I'm saying? And now you just have a machine and you just go swipe your shit and get the fuck out. I don't see anybody complain about that, bro.
I hate to be the villain, man. Well, actually, I don't hate to be the villain. I don't mind being the villain.
That's what you like.
Look, some of these studios need some fucking AI writers. Like some of the games that some of these not Xbox studios, but just around the industry as a whole. You know, even with something as latest with the Mind's Eye, it's like some of these creators are creatively bankrupt. You know, you get your games that really stand out, far and few in between. So as far as the AI, like, it's no, and it's a thing too. I definitely think we just need an official statement from Microsoft if they haven't put one out, because it is a lot of people assuming. Like you got people saying they laid all these people off for AI. I don't even think I don't like that's not what it is.
I don't think that's what it is, because if you think about it, okay, studio close. Why would the studio close if we're replacing people with AI? You would just have AI working on it. So it doesn't make sense. I do think that they're gonna go and invest heavily in AI, and they're gonna continue to do so, because it is the motherfucking future, bro. You have to accept it. It is what it is. Watch Tom Bellew, some of the impact theory, some of the people out there who do, like, I don't know, business advice and all of that. And all they're telling you is, like, get used to the AI, don't hate it. AI is your friend, and it's not your enemy. Use it to grow your business. And that's what Xbox is doing, Microsoft is doing. They're utilizing AI to enhance their contents. Like me, like, check me out. I use AI myself to enhance my content. As you can see,
look at the thumbnail.
Yeah, look at my thumbnail.
Yep.
Look at this shit.
Black Ops Season Game Pass, yo. ABK be killing it. We so happy playing. The fanboys be hitting it. Ponies be so cynical. They rather pay the 70. They pay for PS Plus. That makes no sense to me. Xbox got no games. That's why they keep on telling me. Conquer DOA. I be green like a celery. You playing console sales. Me and you are not the same. Shout out to the gamers that just care about the games.
AI, help me bring you some content. It looks crappy. It's not the best thing ever, but it fucking worked. It served the purpose. It did something for me that I couldn't do myself, even if I tried to. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. It has its advantages. I just hope that we don't get fully AI, right? Games that people just put a prompt and be like, make a game about this and then just release it like that. I hope no. If it comes down to it, it better be good. You know what I'm saying?
I think if that happens, you'll notice it, because the passion projects like Claire Expedition is such standouts. You know what I'm saying? You can tell.
You can tell the feeling. Art, bro. Art cannot be, bro. That's what people can't tell, bro, from an actual piece of art, from the real one from the copy. They be like, "Oh shit, no, this is a copy, bro. This ain't the real thing." Because this motherfucker here, he messed up, right? And this is why this is art, because he messed up. He makes it so much like actually like a good mistake. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So without getting any deep, man, but yeah, I really, really, really hope that AI is not like, one thing that is taking over completely 100%, but they are gonna use it whether you like it or not. It's everywhere. I even use it myself. the fucking movies that you watch they have a lot of AI in there. You
Mhm.
just don't, a lot of
Yep.
things are made with AI, and it goes anywhere from a a character or a pixel or a background. It could be anything, you won't even notice, bro. I promise you. And then they also use it as a canvas, right? They do something with AI, and then they have the artists actually come through, add stuff, take stuff away, make it work the way that they want to do it. So there's many ways to implement AI. So I feel like people like injecting this fear into people about AI just like a little while without getting too much into it, because I know that's a topic for other channels. But yeah, it is what it is, man. We got Killer Rage in the building, man. What's going on? It's one of my homies, bro. Being here with the channel day one, a long time ago, bro. He joined before anybody here. Been rocking with me. We friends on Xbox. We play games together. We get on party, man. Shout out to him. Happy 4th for July, man. I know you're celebrating. Good to have you. And this is what I love doing this, man. Because you have some people that you know for a long time. And even though I don't know him personally, in person, like you can feel like, this person is, your homie. You know what I'm saying? So we got Sada in the building. Long time no see. Another person here, another one of you guys, people who watch me, who've been with me for a long time. One, like it's what a coincidence, right? One next to the other. So that's crazy, babe. Hey, cheer me up in the building. How you doing, man? Good to have you around. We got Lycos45, who's also been rocking with me, man, from a long time ago. This motherfucker be out here on my live streams, watching the videos that nobody care that to watch when I upload. He's always there supporting. Shout out to him. He's saying, I was upset about that one too. How are you gonna cancel the father of the FPS game? Yeah. Perfect Doc. Everybody's heard about it. But imagine the father, one of the fathers of the FPS games to come out and be ugly and bad. How would that make how would people feel about that? So we got XZ432. Why is the stream you're watching occasionally stuttering? Yeah, this is because I'm using StreamYard, which is not the most ideal, right, thing to show you videos. Even if I utilize a native file from the games that I play, my gameplay that I have captured, which I have, which I usually change the shit around. Yeah, it's gonna stutter and it pisses me off, bro. OBS is so much better, but when you bringing somebody into your, for podcast and bringing more people in, it's just such a pain in the ass to do it. And not everybody has a PC. This one is just so much easier. You send the link, people join. That's it. You don't have to do nothing. So I just feel like it'll improve over time, but for now, the software is going through updates and shit, so it'll definitely get better. If you want to go see me play Halo, man, leave me down there in the comments. If you'd like to see me play some Halo, I'll get online here and play you, and I promise you won't start it like this. We got Code Classic Cage watching from Cake. Shout out to Code Classic, man. Wait, yo, the stream is available on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. Don't forget, man. Understand in the house saying I play Forza a lot. XZS432 saying the only racing game I play is Blizzard's Rock and Roll Racing. There you go, man. Nice. Lycos play Halo every day. Yep. Look, there you go, man. Jewel, finally moving on. Nobody likes to talk. I think it was like this Nintendo fan who put something like, oh, everybody's like already quiet about Xbox and the layoffs, and they're just excited for Helldivers 2. And I'm like, bro, dog, like I'd rather talk about games than talk about fucking layoffs. Nobody likes that shit. We got Ray in the house, man. I just seen you. Yo, I know you off, motherfucker. So if you want to jump in, let me know. I'll shoot you a link. It'll be great to have you. I don't know where the boys been. They probably were out drinking, enjoying the holidays. Probably Powerball's probably at the beach, man. He live down here in the south, so he be at the beach and shit, man. Shout out to him. And yeah, Ray, man, thank you for coming through. Oh, he said, give me a link. I got you, bro. Hold on. Give me a second. In the meantime, we're about to get in the next topic. So while I send Ray a link, I want to leave this one playing, and we're gonna get into our next topic. Let me go ahead and play this for you. This is gonna be epic. If you wanted to see a baby behavior when it comes to gaming, you're gonna get this in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, listen, in light of the recent news, that PlayStation is going to take their games to Xbox with Helldivers 2, right? At least to begin with. I would like to announce proudly that the PlayStation 5, okay, over there, you see, oh my goodness, look at that beautiful console. The PlayStation 5 is going to be my last PlayStation console. That's it. From this point on, this will be my last console. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the PlayStation 5 Pro just to kind of give you that last hooray, but even if I do, that's going to be much later down the line. This will be my last console. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how much business sense this might make. I don't care about the time of this or that or, oh my God, it's been a year. I don't give a fuck. What I give a fuck about is exclusivity. Because when you create a hardware platform, I need to believe and trust that the games you're going to make yourself are going to take full advantage of the specifications and the capabilities you have built into that box. If you are now a third-party developer, and that's what they are, a third-party publisher now, then you have no obligation, or rather, you have the obligation to make sure that every single project that you greenlight is going to be able to run on all available platforms. That's what's going to happen, right? So, listen, I didn't buy a PlayStation to have a third-party box. No, I could have stuck with my PC. I already had a PC. I didn't buy a PlayStation to be stuck to the level of performance or creative capability of an Xbox Series S. If I had wanted a Series S, I would have bought the Series S. But I didn't because that didn't interest me. But now the games that PlayStation is going to be making are going to have to run on the Xbox Series S. That is a downgrade of epic proportions. And you know what? Forget about the fact that this is live service. What makes you think that single player is sacred? Single player will be put on Xbox too. Listen, it is what it is. This will be my last PlayStation. Thank you, Herman Souls. Thank you, Hiroki Totoki. Thank you all for fucking up the brand. Well done. Fuck off.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Yo, hey, yo, man, what's going on?
And my blood pressure just went up from all that salt, man.
What's up? And yo, we got two more amazing people join us in this amazing fall for you. Like we got the Archangel Nexus and Ray in the building. What's going on, bro?
Yo, man, I got something to say about that joint right there, real quick. Like the salt in that joint was just crazy. He think, all the ponies that they was thinking that this was going to be limited to this type of game. This is why Phil Spencer said case by case basis. Because it's like, if you got a game that's crazy expensive, you're going to want to put it in more places. So that could be a single player game real easy under Sony's banner. And if you got a multiplayer game, something like that, live service, whatever, then you're going to need to put that joint in more places. And again, that covers Sony's banner. So it's like, whatever it is y'all thought was going to be exclusive, I don't really see which game is going to be. I feel like we're like Phil called it. That exclusivity was going to be a smaller and smaller part of the industry. And when y'all called him a liar and called for him to be fired, y'all actually fucked up and shot yourselves in the foot. And now you got to own the L.
Damn, talk that shit. Yo, Archangel came in like a firework. Damn. Happy 4th. Shout out to Ray. Thank you for coming, bro. How you doing, man? Good to have you always, man. What's up?
Hey, when I'm off, I try to stop by. But
Yeah,
I've been just about everywhere for the last. I know our
you've been putting in work. Hey, yo, Ray is the new Pelon, bro. I swear.
Pelon is the new. Hey,
Shout
is the new Ray. Goddamn me. Him. Hey, the reason Power Boss they here, he was on Pelon show last night.
Shit. He passed out. Yeah.
That's probably why
he be there till like 5 a.m.
I feel betrayed.
That's
nah,
man,
that's dope, bro.
Tired, man.
Hey, but we got a message for you,
So
Ray. They always go after you. Shout out to Paris Lily, man. Shout out to him. He's Ray is gonna go host the reveal event for Kibler Kart Racing coming to the TurboGrafx 16. Holy shit.
Hey, before you read the message that I put out after him, hey, I'm gonna say something nice about Paris because him, Dirt, and a couple of the other bigger people, they always one thing to me, one of the most important things not money, it's about time, right? Because time is limited and people don't have a lot of time during the day. You don't always see me live on y'all. I think I seen Nero write a comment earlier on my thing. Like I don't always be
sir.
live. I don't always see y'all live. But I usually go back, at work and I listen.
Yep.
And for when I have time, I try to jump on anybody's show I can or whatever. And
Right.
Paris and Dirt and a lot of the guys, the bigger guys, been doing the same. And we appreciate, when you do you put your time out because time is precious.
Appreciate that.
But,
Yeah.
and now play the look at the message that I wrote back to Paris.
You wrote something back to him?
Yeah, right after his message that he told me.
Let me see. Go down.
I just told Demo earlier. It's to the point where I need y'all to start sending me every time y'all go live. Just shoot me a direct DM because I got all y'all notification bells on. That shit do not notify me.
Yeah.
And it's not so that I do be busy, but it's not. I'm never too busy that I can't come in, drop a like, leave a comment, and then come back and resume later if I have to.
You're right. I be getting people's notifications, man, late.
Yeah. Me too. Sometimes somebody put a video live stream and I get it like 3 hours ago. I'm like, bro, motherfucker's not live anymore. What are you telling me now? But that's crazy. And yeah, Ray saying that Grandpa Paris, you took your meds this morning. What he taking? Don't be taking no blue pills, man. Don't be taking no blue pills. That shit is a danger in the morning. But anyways, bro, we got the Dark Angelic. Shout out to him, man. Thank you for the 2. He said, quick, someone do a wellness check on these ponies, bro. What do you think we did, man?
Yeah, lock the medicine cabinets, put away all the sleeping pills, call your pony friends, try to hang out with them tonight. Because it's gonna be a rough next 10 years, bro. It's gonna be rough.
It ain't like we didn't tell them though. Like we told them, like y'all see what Microsoft doing when they go on third party, and they putting games on what's the name. Like y'all think y'all not gonna do it? Hey, Nintendo might not do it for a while, but they gonna end up doing it too. Like, you
they've been doing it. They've been putting games on mobile. Super Mario has a mobile game.
Exactly. Like you think, like money wise, like what company don't want to make more money?
Yeah.
Like who leaving money on the table? Especially the way the economy is. Who's leaving money on the table? Nobody. Like I'm not.
Right.
Shit. If my boss say, "Hey, you want to work some overtime?" I got you.
Yeah. Are you gonna pay me? Yes, sir.
As long as I can pay extra, I'm here. So,
I'd be 24/7 on call if I could. I'd be like, you have to pay me. You have to pay. That phone is gonna ring. I'm gonna be up like a motherfucker. Like, what's up? How can I help?
When COVID happened, bro, they let us work from home, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was working I started my shift started at 7. My boss, my manager, he usually tell you like, hey, I'm about to go. He'll go at like 6, and my shift really ends at 4. After a while, he just didn't even start telling the people that work from home. He just let us work. He just load our queues, and we'll just be designing all day. So and I'm talking about 8, 9 o'clock. Like we working all these.
We're living the life, bro.
Man,
I never got to work from home. I always gotta go ahead and risk my life.
hey, I'm telling you right now, it was the greatest thing ever. They won't let us do it no more because but I wish. Hey, if they ever say I can work from home again, I'm here. I'm here for it.
I don't know what happened with my headphones. They fucked up, so I can't hear.
You good, bro? I've been up all morning trying to find a program. Sometimes when you do YouTube, it don't stop. So I've been trying to find like a curated program, like a whiteboard to put like tweets and videos on, so I could just go through it easily. And it took me 2-3 hours just to find that. And then I finally found the one I was looking for. So man. Ooh.
Yeah, people think that content creation is easy, but it's really not. It's really not.
No,
so
definitely not.
Shout out to all the content creators, man, because we
not
do
for the week either.
You bro, and we got the case right. That's another one of the topics that ponies are they are at risk of extinction because they just been living. They're just like, okay, fuck it. One game, and this dude right here who loves to get on all these podcasts and talk shit about Xbox and all that, and he left over one multiplayer game that can.
That's wild.
That is not even a play, but this is like it's not even in reality because let's not cap here. This is Arrowhead's game. You know what I'm saying? It is PlayStation IP or whatever, but it's Arrowhead. These motherfuckers who the one who made it, right? And they don't belong to PlayStation, and they are mad as like, bro, like you got the game on PlayStation Day One, you play for a whole freaking year. The game needs more people, bro. You know, it is what it is. They don't
My
want the
thing to
game to
that
die.
guy,
They want the game to thrive.
my thing to him is he can't be playing the game. He damn sure can't be a part of the community, because if you're
Right.
part of the community, everybody that love Helldivers has been asking for this shit to go to Xbox
Yeah.
so we can get more
Reinforcements.
people.
I see it all the
Yeah,
time.
reinforcements. Like I got a screenshot on my Twitter page last night. I was playing Helldivers with the bros. Random ass guy put in the chat, have you guys seen the news? Xbox reinforcements on the way. Let's go. Come on.
Holy
What
shit.
the fuck are we talking about here? The community asks for this. The community wants
Yeah.
this. And quite frankly, everybody in the community, myself included, loves this.
Yeah.
It's
Yo.
a fantastic thing. And I don't feel like, as a PS5 Pro player, I love it. I enjoy it just like I love my Series X. I don't feel like it's any less value in my system because this multiplayer game is going elsewhere. My thing is gonna be funny as fuck when Horizon Forgettable West touchdown on the Series X. That's hey, they already tested it with the Decima engine with Death Stranding
Bro.
1 coming over. So I mean,
Bro,
that's gonna be funny as fuck.
one of the
Also,
things-
I
I'm gonna
usually
keep
don't
it.
make comments about people
yeah,
looks, man. But
I know. But you know, one of the things that I thought it was funny that he said is that these games are gonna run in the Series S. He treated that Series S with such disdain, bro. And I'm like, my God, man, it's just a freaking console. Chill the fuck out. Like it is not you know, herpes or something. What the fuck? What are we doing? This is some crazy shit. I don't know, bro. What else you guys think? I thought it was wild, man.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real. And Ray, you probably agree with me on this. You know, Demo, I know you like this is not literally not, you know, Sony's IP. This is Arrowhead's, whatever. But I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
capping for this shit straight up, because if you put this on a list war and you fought for this and you said
Mhm.
this is ours, this is our IP, well, now it's ours, and you got to take the L. You set the table. You the ones that put all the forks and knives and all the food, everything out. You cook the food. Now you eating at that fucking table, and you can eat every drop, every bone, everything. You can eat the whole shit, and you gonna eat it in front of us. You eating this L. Period.
Hey, I'm a man after my own heart, but I'm gonna tell you this: I don't have the console war with it. Sony last year when they said it can't go on Microsoft,
They did it for us.
they spent the whole year convincing us that this is a first party game, right?
That's right.
The whole year.
They can't get mad now when I take y'all word at face value.
That's right.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Day before yesterday, I'm up here swinging for my life. I call like 3 people out for 2 squabbles on the fade. So
Oh shit.
yeah, they was y'all don't get to see the behind the scenes stuff.
Oh my God.
But at the end of the day, y'all told us it was the first party. Hey, we just finally like, all right, yeah, it's the first party now. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah. So now we looking at it as, but and let's be real, they've been third party for a while.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
the moment they shit went to PC, they went third party.
yeah.
I'm not even
2019.
Moment MLB went. They
Yeah,
were third
facts.
party. I forgot the other game. It's another game they got over here.
No,
like-
but you know, Ray, they twisted the arm. MLB twisted Sony's arm. That's what they tell you.
Yeah,
Oh,
please
man.
put it over to take this money.
Fair.
Please put it over to get this extra money.
Oh my God.
It's only one way. Okay, we're gonna do it. It's only one way sports games survive. You got to put them everywhere.
Yep.
Only game we didn't see everywhere with an asterisk was the college football game last year because it was only next gen and PC.
Right.
But it went to every other platform though.
But it was highly successful as well.
Highly successful.
Yeah.
And if you want to, cheat, you can play it on cloud with the Xbox whatever Xbox One on the cloud thing. That's a whole different thing. That's a workaround. But you do it. That's why I say MLB made them third party. The thing about this whole thing, right? you can't. I don't. I'm about to not to start letting people go back on that word because we've been on was it Wednesday? Wednesday, a lot of people were talking a lot of stuff, right? Even though I don't comment on y'all tweets sometimes, I read them. And one Nero tweet says it was like he said something about it was something about people was talking a lot of mess yesterday. Now they changed the tune. It was something like that, right? And one person is exactly on Wednesday they was trashing Microsoft. On Thursday they were praising Microsoft.
Yeah.
And I was like, where are we at right now, man? Like, sometimes, like, hey, you gotta stand on something, man.
They're playing monkey in the middle, which is why I respect this pony that we just covered. He's standing on business. It's like, to an extent, it's like, okay, he got it. He got it. Like, you know, he wanted it to be one way. I mean, he's totally wrong, but at least he was standing on business. It's like, if shit happened, I'm going. But he wasn't playing monkey in the middle. And, you know, I respect that. And a lot of Xbox too, sadly, love to play monkey in the middle and like to say, oh, PlayStation bad when bad news PlayStation come out. But when Xbox bad news come out, the PlayStation good and Xbox bad. It's like, bro, like you like both. Okay, you might as well admit that you like both and it's okay. Nobody's gonna like, you know, dethrone you or you know, like kick you in exile or something, like kick you out of the country. Like, what the fuck? But shout out to Miguel Diaz with the super chat, man, saying that I put a 2-minute video. Mental health is rotten. Thank you for the donation, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, Wednesday, that some of that news, like the Perfect Dark and the Turn 10 shit and the John Romeo shit, that shit blew my high like a motherfucker. But the next morning, I watched that stream for Helldivers. Man, look, I got happy as a motherfucker, man, because that's my favorite multiplayer game at the moment.
We didn't talk about like a lot of people didn't talk about the Romero thing.
Oh my God, the Romero! I don't like to get too much into Romero thing, but there's a thing with Microsoft and the government and the people that they hire, and what they're doing right now is like, okay, we hired these people based on what the government was telling us to do during that time, but now that this government aligns with the different, you know, ideals and shit, like we can have these people here no more, and that's just how it is.
You took the word out of my mouth.
You just know that Microsoft is a reflection of America, guys. It is like literally, you want to know how America works? That's how Microsoft is. And I was planning earlier, like I get late to work, I don't get paid. I might get in trouble. They might fire me, and that's just how it is. As a consumer, I understand that developers work hard, but if they working and getting paid for a job, I'm expecting them to do a good job and to work. Like, imagine, like, when you go to a store and you see the customer lady speaking on the phone with her friend, like, and you're like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm here doing the line, and you're digging around. Yeah. How you feel? You feel some type of way. I feel the same type of way when these developers are out here having every Wednesday pizza day and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, you need to chill and you need to bond as a team, of course, but I work in a team too, and we don't bond that much. I mean, I don't know how different it is, you know, working on a video game that working on something else. Like, everything is done as a team, especially when we talk about healthcare, education. Everything is done as a team. You have to communicate with the team, but it's not like, you know, we need 2 days to eat pizza and play video games. We need to like, it's just business, bro. You know, you come over here to work. You don't come and hang out, and that's just the American way. And that's why American and you know, Microsoft is such a oil money making machine. That's literally what they are, and that's what they want to do. But moving on from
actually,
real quick,
we don't want to talk about no layoffs.
I actually have something to add to this. Real quick, I did some data compiling on an AI. You know, I had to search like every game that was released by both, all the studios that was canceled, and all the people that was fired. And it's just like you said, the data shows exactly what you're talking about. Microsoft keeps more teams, as far as like the studios, they keep them alive. They don't close anywhere near as many. They don't cancel anywhere near as many projects, and they release more games as a result. But in exchange, that's a little bit the amount of games they release is also a little bit proportionate with the amount of people they've laid off. So it's like Microsoft's, like you said, they don't play around with that type of shit. So it's like you got this team that they've been working on, a first-person shooter, which, let's be real, first-person shooters should not take 7 years to just wind up with, essentially a cutscene.
Call of Duty comes out every year, bro. They got a 2-year cycle for development, and it comes out with a campaign, and zombies,
right?
Like it's crazy.
Exactly, and Microsoft's been competitive for the longest. Even internally, they had the DirectX team competing with the Windows team for where they were going to take the direction of Xbox, and the DirectX team won that competition, and they gave they ceded some control of Windows to that team, because some of those members from the DirectX team bled into the Windows team and helped shape the architecture of Windows, even as far back as the original Xbox and the 360. So Microsoft doesn't play even internally. They will have their teams competing against each other, and if teams lose, they're gonna let them go.
Yep.
Let's talk Helldiver.
I will say this like real quick. I think it is important to highlight that Microsoft did say, if you apply for other studios and you just got laid off by one of their other studios, they're gonna prioritize your application. So, right, that's the last thing I want to say. And I also want to say shout out to Ray and Chico, because I know I be having wild takes.
You do?
I don't give a fuck. I invest thousands of dollars into this brand. The motherfuckers do some shit I don't like. I'm gonna disagree with it, and I'm gonna disagree with it vocally, the same way I would do with Nintendo or PlayStation. But the reason I want to shout them two out is because they don't act like bitches, though. Like a lot of some of these Xbox guys and all around, they act like bitches. You say some shit about Xbox, they were trying to group you with the Tam Dogs or group you with the rest of them niggas, and it's like, nah, I game more than them niggas. Them niggas just spokespersons for the brand. We really game around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a disconnect, but I just feel like it's a difference between only showing up to a nigga mentions when they say some shit you don't like, right? Or some shit you don't disagree with, versus coming through, still showing love. I see Ray popping up in the ADS chat. I see Chico all the time. That's why I try to go to their shit, even if it's after the fact. You don't have to agree with everything somebody say. And honestly, I think we need more of that. And it makes for more entertaining podcasts on our end. If Ray invite me to a podcast and I'm not agreeing with everything if I'm agreeing with everything he say, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we need more voices that it's a difference between crying and being a bitch, but versus being a real stand-up fan who got legit criticisms. Like, you did this or that and the third. Why didn't you step in sooner or whatever? So I just want to say kudos to y'all, because it's a lot of soft ass people out there and on all sides. And I'm like, but what makes us any different from the MBGs and the Reforged gamers if we don't voice our critiques with shit we might not agree with? And that's where I be coming from. You know what I'm saying? But if motherfuckers want to get soft and do all that unfollowing and feminine shit, for lack of better words, it is what it is. But I appreciate the bros who rock with me despite my crazy takes, man. I'm just unapologetic.
I think the thing about it is, let me tell you the thing. I'm gonna put it out there. The thing between you and J Rock, right? The J Rock every other day is something. Whatever the bad news is, that's what he flies to. And even though I don't like your takes on a lot of stuff, you've been consistent with that take.
With his feelings, with the way he feels about gaming.
Yeah, about over a year now. So you've been consistent about that thing. The other ones, they one day they good, one day they bad. I don't rock like that. I have never rocked like that in my entire life. And I don't think I'm gonna start now rocking like that. I'm gonna talk about Helldivers though.
Woo!
Helldivers. Hey, y'all know y'all not good at shooters over there, right?
They need help.
Y'all know.
I'm gonna keep it real. There's some look, Nero. I play with Nero. I play Apex Legends. This motherfucker is crazy. He plays really good, and he's also playing on PlayStation as well. So don't get it twisted. There's some real gamers
I'm
out
one
there.
nigga. The rest of them niggas ass.
Yeah. For the most part, you know what they do. The majority of the gamers, they usually play multiplayer just to cool off from single player games, right? Because that's their demographic and that's what the culture of the console. But at the end of the day, bro, you can really be sleeping on these Sony PlayStation guys, bro. They've been crazy, and a lot of people are buying PlayStations to get them on gears because Sony PlayStation fanboys and fans they locking down the crossplay. So a lot of people are like, "Oh shit, you don't want to play with us? Well, let me get on these Sony PlayStation lobbies and have me some fun because I'm a Gears of War veteran." So that's how it goes.
I
But
mean,
well,
about 80% of the people on my team at Helldivers is usually on PC. Because every
yeah,
time I have a good session with somebody, I go add them as a friend. Most of those guys is on PC. I haven't. It's one PlayStation guy I play Helldivers with. Can't get nobody else to play it. So it needed to go. It needed it.
it needed the help. Yeah. I think the Helldivers and I said the same thing with Gears came to Xbox, and I'm standing on this. I feel like games when they go everywhere, bro, they got the possibility. Like today, I'm doing multi-streaming. And I think this is becoming more popular and popular, and I encourage everybody to do it. It's because you never know where you're gonna go blow up, bro. So that I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm streaming on fucking Kick, and here on YouTube, and I'll continue to add more platforms as I learn how to do it, right? But the thing is, like, games are the same. The more people you reach, the more of the chance that your game is gonna survive. So I think this is good. Ponies are mad. The only fucking people who are mad are the ponies. And shout
We're
out
angry as hell.
to my boy the Dark Angelic for becoming a new member. I cannot see it right here. Right here. Shout out to him, man. Welcome. Demo Flow Gaming Soldier. Let's get it. The contract is for life. Nah, not kidding. You can cancel anytime you want. But yeah, thank you so much for joining the family. It's only 99 cents, bro. I pulled my shit down to 99 cents. So you got it's literally out there basically for free. So you have something to say, bro?
Yeah, that you was talking about what you stream to. I think a lot of us that do StreamYard, they stream to multiple places, right? Twitter, I ain't gonna lie, Twitter, especially as big a following as we kind of got on Twitter, that's kind of a glitch, man. Cause you get the people on Twitter, like last night, between Twitter and YouTube, Twitter was beating YouTube for a change. And it was like I had like 300 people live and stuff and shit, something like that all together. And I'm saying like Twitter, even though you gotta pay for it, because you gotta pay for the check mark.
Yeah.
That's a glitch. And I know you was having problems with a StreamYard with the showing the video and everything. Try Mail, bro. Mail is it's an OBS clone kind of, but it's user friendly. Like
user friendly.
You know how OBS is not user friendly. You gotta do a file, no plug.
Hook me up later with a link or something, man. I check it out because I there's a way that I could do all of this in OBS. I use OBS for a long time. I know how to use it, but the thing is, like, me getting you to use OBS and coming through the show. That's the problem. A lot of people don't really have it. A lot of people don't have a PC. Like, for example, Archangel, he's usually on the Xbox or something. He joins from the phone or whatever. And it's so much like user friendly. And that's why I use it. And I think it's great. I think the next gen Nero, what they use is a EV Mux. I used that before and it looks cool and everything, but
that shit kind of complex. I ain't gonna lie. Like, shout out Panda, because that shit.
Panda be the
behind
one
the scenes, it's
doing everything.
pretty complex. I feel like I need to take a class on it.
Man, you know what? With Mail though, you get the like you just put the Discord in there with a browser, and you go tell people to jump in the Discord, and then y'all there. You know what I'm saying? Your video, you now as far as the video, with everybody having video, I don't know about all that, but you have your video there. You the host, so you have your video there, and the thing about it, like you said, it's easy for you because StreamYard are browser based, and it's easy for everybody to jump on the video there. They gotta do nothing.
But of course, natively, bro, if I had this on OBS right now, I could set it up the same way. Whatever we're watching right here right now would have go like 60 FPS, easy running. But right here is so framey. The way it looks on my end is good, but it's the problem when you are actually looking the stream, it looks so choppy and shit.
You can change, and that's the thing about Mail. You can change the bit rate live. So you be like 6,000 or whatever. You can change it. They just had an update. You can change the bit rate. Like some people run at 6,000.
Is that the one you use? Don't you use StreamYard?
No, I use for the shows. I use StreamYard because, like you said, I can't get everybody to. If some people be coming on their phone and everything else, you don't know exactly what to do. I'm about to just teach D1 how to use all the stuff, and we might end up switching over.
I mean, you have to upgrade, eventually. Yeah.
And when I do stream video games, which I don't stream a lot, but I'm going to start. I use Mail. Like I used Mail when I was testing it the other day, and it worked great. Like when I say it's the user friendly OBS, it's the user friendly OBS. I'll send you the link for it, or somebody making a video or something on it.
Hook me up. I will try to check it out, man. Shout out to Keel Walker in the building, man. He say, gaming console wars are over. Let the content wars begin. Now we can focus
100%.
on talking what games are better without needing to bring the hardware into the conversation. In that world, bro, you hit that shit right in the head, bro. That's crazy.
I like that content wars.
That he
a
said.
nice ring to it.
I think about it like if this is the NFL now and everybody's got, you got the different teams and they got their different players. And once in a while, they're going to be trading players back and forth, whatever season, for whatever reason that there is, financial or just because they want to like sell more copies or get more players, whatever the case may be. I think that's where we headed for, where this is like a gaming league and they just going to be like, this is a star player from our team. Yeah, go see how he does in the other team type of thing. And it's not a big deal. Like people shouldn't be making it into a negative thing.
Yeah. I don't think it's a negative thing for PlayStation. I don't, because this is the thing with Sony PlayStation fans. And let's be fair, bro. Sony PlayStation brand is stronger and it goes beyond the console. You mentioned the word Sony PlayStation and everybody know that they make games, right? Am I wrong? So, I mean, who gives a shit about where you get to play these games? At the end of the day, you are going to get to experience them, bro, in whatever device that you want. So the same way that happened with Xbox when they opened their eyes and they realized like, damn, bro, we need to be everywhere if we want to be successful. It goes the same way for Sony PlayStation. Now, my problem is that when Xbox does it, what is their identity? What is it? You know what I mean? With the kumbaya shit, what is this? And when Sony PlayStation does it, they bring in players together. So I kind of want to see the same energy, and people probably go back and, maybe Xbox now deserves an apology, from people who were, like we're calling Xbox out, like you're putting games, platforms. Xbox is dead. Well, PlayStation is doing the same thing, and they're still a strong brand. Despite the fact that they're going through a lot of issues internally, PlayStation still can make a comeback. Don't sleep on them. They've been huge for a long time. There's experienced people out there, and they can make it happen. So ultimately, I think this is a great thing for gamers, and I think this is an even better thing for PlayStation. Because let me tell you, I don't interact with PlayStation because I could care less about the ecosystem. But now that they opening up the doors, I may interact with them because I do have access to the games. So it's like similar to, I mean, I don't like you, but I don't like to go over there, but if you bring it over here, I take it. That fat chick that you call and you be like, shit, she hitting you out. Babe, can you come home and hang out and shit? I don't feel like coming home, but if you come through and, do what to my, to what, to, you know what I'm saying? I'm down for that. Same shit.
I might come through,
Yeah, I may go downstairs.
I'm not going to turn out a good time.
Exactly. But that's literally the same concept. And to be, to be more specific, like the pizza place business thing, like, you have a pizza place that doesn't do deliveries, you're not going to have that many customers. Most of the people take the pizza out or they just want to deliver. So this is a good thing for Helldivers, for us, for me as a consumer, because I don't have to pay $500.
It's a good thing for me. I'm looking forward to playing with y'all, man. Like I said, I don't got nobody. I just started getting a couple homies to play it and shit like that. But man, this is a huge W for everybody, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good, bro. And I think that it opened the eyes of Sony PlayStation, right? And it'll probably start doing like, okay, multiplayer games like this we can throw on Xbox. I don't believe that they are gonna do a lot of like the God of War and Horizon. I think Horizon Lego might come since it's already in Nintendo. But other than that, I don't see him do something like, I don't know, like Days Gone, Returnal. Like, you know what I'm saying? These games that are like legendary for them. I don't see him doing them yet. but maybe we can start seeing some of the older games that they had in the PlayStation 4 generation. You know how they love remasters. You know how to love to milk their IP. So I think that they're gonna start doing this eventually. And when the time comes, we're gonna see the Last of Us remaster on Xbox or PC or whatever, right? Because at the end of the day, this is what Sony PlayStation is seeing. They seen Xbox becoming a PC, and they already put the games in there. So you might as well start now, so you can start building. You know what I'm saying? Like an audience. Because at the end of the day, Xbox dudes that are gonna get the next Xbox are gonna have access to your catalog. Even though we're not gonna get the date ones and all that, eventually you're gonna have to put them in there. And they're already seeing that. Like this is happening. This is setting stone. We're gonna have to do something about it. The best thing that we can do is capitalize in the things that we already have, milk them, make money, do the business. I mean, shit. They've been telling you a long time, and I do have the clip, and I do have the clip here, bro. Let me get it. Remember Hiroki Totoki? I don't think Hiroki Totoki was. I forget his name, bro. One of them came out and said this.
There is computing. Users will be able to play their favorite games seamlessly. Gamers will be able to find a place to play in different spaces. While PlayStation will remain our core product, we will expand our gaming experiences to PC, mobile, and cloud.
I mean,
isn't that clip like a year old or something?
That's like that's the clip that got me that Shinobi, like when he was talking about Forza. Remember Forza last year? Forza's coming on Xbox and all that. I was like, yeah, I understand and I know, and everybody knows. The whole Xbox community knew, right? But he kept on saying it and saying it. I was like, but why don't you tell your people that Sony PlayStation is planning on porting games to PC, Xbox, all the platforms? They say it in a very cryptic way, but we know what they mean. You know, I mean, I'm not stupid. He said like all the platforms, cloud, PC. You know what's coming, bro. They're gonna put it everywhere.
It's marketing.
Yeah, it is.
It's
the
like
marketing,
a marketing.
PR.
It's like a marketing smokescreen, like where they can't talk beyond a certain point about something, but they're able to talk around it or dance around it. It's all exclusivity is just a marketing joke from the '90s that it's not really healthy for devs. It's not healthy for ecosystems, and it's not healthy for honestly the IP of the game itself. I mean, yeah, you know, might be great for PlayStation in the short run, but it's like in the long run. Look at how many copies of The Last of Us 2 and Spider-Man 2 sold. Do you think, like, ponies, let me ask y'all a question, PlayStation fanboys, whatever. Do y'all think that when you look at those numbers and you see that there's 4 billion people out there that want to play video games, that those numbers are fair for that IP, that's it? That's where it should end? Like, are you that selfish? Like, to me, it's really about what's really best for gamers in a different way than it's been in the past. And I'm going to keep it real. If it touched Windows, if it was made with Windows technology, I don't think that barrier is going to remain between Xbox and quote unquote PC anymore. I think those days are done. The robbers came in, they took your shit when you were sleeping, and when you woke up in the morning, it was all gone. And now Sony's going to be thinking, should we put it on PC? Would it upset people? Or fuck it, money. Let's just do more cocaine. I think they're choosing the cocaine. I'm sorry.
Goddamn. All right, I like that. Yeah, he came ready. Let's do more cocaine. Holy shit. All right, man. It's just crazy. But Nero, I know that you've been wanting to talk about, Helldivers too, and maybe you can tell us what can we expect from the game, and also like, how do you feel about the whole situation?
Prior to playing this, Halo Infinite was my favorite multiplayer game of the generation, and it still is especially for the PvP. But as far as PvE, man, this shit is it's fun. Like, it's just pure fun, man. And my Xbox brothers is about to love it. Like, I've been celebrating it on Twitter since it got announced. Like I said, I was a bit salty with some of the Xbox, some of the moves they made. It just left me with more questions than answers and shit. But we don't got to keep beating that horse. But the Helldivers 2 news, I sound like a dickhead, but it kind of made up for a lot of the news for me personally. And this is somebody who already owned the game. I'm not gonna buy it again. I'm not buying it again. Maybe when I get my next gen Xbox, if it get a next gen Xbox, you know what I'm saying. I think it is worth buying twice, but I'm just not gonna buy it twice. I'd rather invest that money in war bonds and continuing to invest in the game instead of buying it a second time. But when I tell you my Xbox brothers is in for a goddamn treat, man. You guys are in for a treat.
It's a great
Beautiful game. I think it's gonna run perfectly fine on the Series S and the Series X. It's an older engine any goddamn way, and we not about to act like it's running that well on the base PS5 anyway, man. Like, see, niggas be having people got me bent. I still don't like the base P5. Like I justified Pro. I mean, because I'm playing it firsthand. I ain't gonna knock it, but dude made it seem like this can't run on the S. Cut it out. It's not running impressively on the base PS5s. Let's start there. And it's honestly not running too much more impressively on the PS5 Pro. Only difference is we get 1440p instead of 1080p. But I think it's a beautiful game. I think it's an amazing game. The thing I love about it the most is they are not egregious with microtransactions or battle passes, and that for me is the biggest turn on. We love Apex Legends.
Oh shit, they're greedy.
But $20-$30 for one skin.
Yeah, hell no.
Versus in this game, you spend $10 once, you get a war bond, you get to go through it how you want to go through it, and it's always there. It's extremely consumer friendly, and that's really what made me fall in love with the game, man. Like when I first played it, I was like, about damn time, PlayStation, and I just couldn't fathom why you would still even try to put a Concord out after you struck lightning in the bottle with this. I would have just all the funds. Listen, all the money they wasted on Concord, they should have dumped all these funds in the Arrowhead. Just double down, say, yo, we want y'all to double down, support it, port it, do whatever y'all got to do, man. It will be interesting to see if it hit Nintendo Switch, because I think it's capable of going to the Switch too, personally. And I don't know what type of multiplayer games they got over there. I'm not in that ecosystem yet, but I think you guys are gonna love it, man. Like I said, $40. They're not egregious with the microtransaction. Really, really, really good community, as you guys see. Like,
yeah,
and this is the thing about the community. When I load into a level 10 difficulty mission by myself and I set up an SOS flare, you think I give a damn if it's a PC, PlayStation, Switch, anybody, fucking Stadia player loading in? No, I'm just happy to have reinforcements, have somebody to have my back, somebody to emote with, and go give these bugs, Illuminate or the bots, just give them hell. So I'm extremely excited for it, and I'm probably gonna do a giveaway for it eventually, because like I said, $40, man. I'm not buying it again, but I would buy it again, just not for myself.
Yeah.
Yo, my whole shit with Helldivers, give me a battlefield with all of us on it. Don't make it like just team, like 4-player teams. I want to die with like thousands of us on the field against thousands of machines. Like, give me
we might get that, bro. We might get that in Helldivers 3, but the engine is really holding them back, even from certain things I think they want to do, because it is an older, outdated engine from what I read and from what I studied about it.
But that's dope. I think that's a dope concept to have like a big, massive battles. It's exciting. Yeah. Imagine you get like a whole like 50, 60 people dropping in at once, and it's just like a madness.
What?
Yeah.
Starship
really
Trooper,
epic.
straight up.
Yeah. Shout out to Dark Angelic. He says every game needs to be everywhere. Maybe it's because I'm a PC main, but I've always thought that exclusives were BS. Bro, I'm with you 100%. I thought exclusives is like literally like for spoiled little kids that wanted to like make fun of their friend because they couldn't have it. That's it. That's literally what it is. But at the end of the day, that's really bad for the game, because like if you don't have it, you don't play it. So I mean, how is that good for the game? Back in the day, the game will sell, but now they need monthly active users. Yeah. We got Doom Guy in the house saying, why are we hating on each other? The console wars ended, bro. That's right.
Definitely.
Console wars are done, bro. There's some people can't move on, bro. Yeah, we got Be Nice in the house as well. He's saying, my thing is I'm a bot. Damn. I don't have PlayStation. I will give credit where it's due. Just don't like those ponies. They be fronting and can't give credit when good things are happening for all gamers. And that's a motherfucking fact. That is a fact. And that's exactly how they are. So evil Sony PlayStation fanboys, right? Let's call them that.
It's a small group. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Very small. They love to criticize, right? But they never give credit when it's due. Like with games like Doom, they went out there, bro, and said that Doom was ass, man. Bro, literally, Doom is ass. Like, damn, like Holy shit!
I was hoping
man.
Power Boss was gonna be here today, man, because I just
I
want
was
to give him
hoping it was.
his
I was
flowers.
hoping.
And yo, when you listen to it, like, listen, I hate to be that guy, and I understand they different strokes, but I don't understand how somebody can praise Final Fantasy Rebirth in the same breath say Starfield is ass. I know people gonna be like, man, they're two different games. They're this, that, and the third. But come on, man. Like be fucking for real, man. That is probably my most disappointing game I played this year, and I still gave it an 8.5. It's just going from the first game, the first remake, to this one was a huge step back. And it's like, why don't Sony get knocked for little things? Not even Sony, just games that's just marketed on a platform, right? Because that's not a Sony owned IP, so I won't put it on them necessarily. But thank God for the PS5 Pro. I can only imagine what that shit looked like on a base model. First of all, pop in every 2 seconds. That's probably my biggest annoyance this gen. Like, any game that got longer than usual loading screens, because we all got SSDs now, shouldn't be loading too long, which doesn't happen too often. But the pop in, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, what is this? I'm like, this should have got knocked for first of all, it's blurry as hell on base consoles. Hashtag the pros need it. It's super fucking blurry. And then, like I said, pop in every 2 feet. And I'm like, yo, what's a 90 about this? You know, and the pacing in the game is horrible. I'm sorry, guy. I got to get this off my chest. Power Boss not here to back me up. The pacing in this game is horrible. And to me, that's the big, if I don't like a game, 9 times out of 10, it's pacing. It got to have bad pacing problems. Yo, spending hours in a mall, riding a little cart thing, a little scooter, spending hours on the beach. The fuck are we doing here? Like, but this is what people want to praise. So I had to get that off, because the whole time I was playing Rebirth, I was like, yo, the same people that give this a 10 out of 10 is giving Starfield a 6. And for the life of me, I can't understand it.
I actually do have something to say that might answer your question a little bit. I think the problem with Starfield is 2 stupid, like, nitpick type of things, because we know the glitches and all that shit could get fixed out, and the whole loading screen thing, it's like 2 seconds, like, it's nothing. The game is fire. But if the game had like a ton of cutscenes and actors and action and like stuff happening without you playing it, and like, button mashing, these motherfuckers would have flipped out. And if it had like crying and parents and babies and all this bullshit, they would have fucking flipped out for it. And if it also had flying around in the way that they imagined it, that it was going to come, they would have reacted differently. There would have been nothing to say, because everything about the game is fire. You put those 2 things in the game and they won't have shit to say.
Yeah.
Let me say something about Starfield. I love Starfield, first of all, but
Hell
do y'all think, and it's not just a Starfield thing, it's also a Cyberpunk thing, and a couple other things that came out of the generation. Do y'all think the technology, and I'm not talking about the boxes. The boxes are one thing, like, they are static pieces of hardware. You know what's in there. Even with a PC, I have a 4070 Ti, right? I know what's in here. I know how high I can go and everything. Do you think the software just not like what is I'm looking for? The engines. Like
the engines
are just not capable of doing what we all see in our head, which, developed or human, what they see in their head, and they're trying to make it. Because I do. Well, y'all know my background. So y'all think the engines are not there? Like, I know a lot of people want to use Unreal, but maybe because when this generation started, really even when last generation started, but I wanted my game to start being more filled out. I'm not talking about bigger worlds. We have some of the biggest worlds that we can ever. Is a gas planet? That's hilarious.
Right.
We have some of the biggest worlds in gaming right now, right? But I'm talking about, like, when I say fulfilled, I mean like it's it's a skyscraper over there. Let me go in there and let me walk in the building, walk up the flight of stairs or whatever.
Check every room. There's people inside.
I'm hoping GTA 6 changed that, bro.
I know what you're saying.
I don't think GTA 6 is gonna change it though.
You're probably right. There's the crazy part.
Because and just become there from their track record. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show me, because if I'm speaking of,
5 took a step back. Let's be honest now. 5 took a step back. You can't go eat a burger. You can't go bowling.
I'm
You can lose weight.
Rob a bank.
I'm a bigger fan of 4 than I am of 5, right? I'm a bigger fan of 4 than I am.
Me too, man. Fuck 5.
Bro, I just picked it up. I was telling Nero behind the scenes. I picked it up for $5 on Steam Fest. It's still available. $5. You get the Balance of Good Tony and the Lost and Damned DLC. And they both dope.
4 is 100% better.
Yeah.
Now they cancel some of the
Really
DLC.
underrated.
They canceled the DLC for 5, but 4 with just even with those like you said, the Battle of Gay Tony and I forgot what the other Lost to Damn.
Lost to Damn.
Those
Lost to Damn was crazy.
Those by itself are crazy.
But what I'm saying is like you can say GTA, right? You see a lot of twerking on cars, which is all cool. You see a lot of memes and stuff over there. But we haven't seen, and I know we haven't seen a real trailer yet. But even with a real trailer, you know what? I just thought of it even better. Remember that y'all don't know if you can pull it up. Remember the first trailer for GTA Online? We was in the 360, the 360 era at that time, and they were acting like you can go everywhere. They had you in an apartment. They had a fucking jet passing by while you was in there. They act like it was gonna be a living world, right? Now you see the RP people, but you don't see you didn't see you doing all that.
Check it out. Check it out. It's on Scream. I actually put it out.
I think I get what you're trying to say. Like basically, worlds need to start filling out in those gigantic spaces that they built them in, right?
Correct. And I ain't seen this trailer in years. And I remember that they were showing you your apartment and stuff, and they were talking to you. You thought like, oh crap, like this is about to be GTA Life type deal. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And for some people it did become that. Don't get me wrong. Some people it did become that, right? But it still didn't, like, you can't walk into that building on the right.
Yeah.
You can get on top of it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't, like, we haven't got to the place that we can actually do that yet. And I don't know if it's the engines. I don't think it's the technology that's in these things. Shit, we got VR. Like, we got VR now. Like, we went from Virtual Boy to what we got with the Oculus, you know, the Quest right now. Like, we got the technology here now. Yeah. And let me kind of protect them a little bit. When it's taking you eight years to make a game, and all you got is a trailer, out of the process of you making games are messed up, or the process for everybody is messed up because or just what it is. So maybe they just don't have time to make the filled out world that I want. Shit, Star Citizen still haven't came out yet, right?
It's possible the AI comes in to fill that.
And that's another thing we're going at, because all of our jobs. Hey, yo.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't want it, and I think that's one of the things that is gonna eventually, close the gap between the things that we think that are possible and the things that are actually happening.
One of the biggest things, right? One of the biggest things with fear is the unknown, right? So if you don't know what's behind that door, you don't want to open that door. You see in scary movies all the time, like they hear something, but they're not gonna go down and check it.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll never know. The thing about it is, I know that it's gonna be what you call it. I know when AI some people gonna lose their jobs. The fourth art director who only make grass are gonna lose their jobs, and other people might also. But maybe they can pick up other skills, because you're supposed to always make yourself expendable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you supposed to make yourself like, oh, I can't lose Ray. Ray knows where the bodies are buried. He can do 5 jobs, and everybody else only doing 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta make yourself like, then hey, sometimes when you get laid off, it's a better, and I'm not talking about these layoffs, but I'm talking about AI. I'm talking about AI.
AI, yeah.
Yeah. So when you get laid off, hey, you might find a better job. I got laid off from a job I loved, and I found a way better job that I'm probably going to retiring from, right?
Yep. It's like the females. Yep, same thing. Sometimes you think she's the one, and you find another one with bigger tits. That's
she was fine, and you thought you were gonna be with her forever. Your heart was broken a little bit, but then this other girl comes. She can cook. She
talk you in at night.
Yeah, she rub your feet. All this. So when you playing the game, she bring you something to eat. She don't even disturb you. Like it might be like that, but when I'm saying with the AI, hey, maybe that AI makes this house you can go into every room and everything, and it's something to do. Everything. Maybe maybe it takes the quest building away a little bit, so people can work on the actual designs and everything.
Right.
That's kind of that's where I want to see gaming go in general. That we're not there yet, and like I said, I don't have the answer of why we can't. I don't know, is it a time issue, a talent issue, or we just not there yet, technology or software wise.
Yeah, I think technology is not there yet, man.
Let me ask
But
you,
Call
Ray.
Classic Cage here with the 5 man saying, I like Starfield, but you spend too much time in menus, and it's hard to feel convinced as an improvement over previous releases despite the huge dev cycle. And I have to agree with you. That's one of the things, one of the criticisms is like you spend a lot of time in menus. Boy, then again, you spend a lot of time in menus in other games too, like survival games, and you spend a lot of time on menus in PUBG or games like Apex. It's just part of it. And it's just
I feel like any good
I
RPG,
think that,
you're gonna spend a lot of time.
Exactly.
yeah, and it's just like, you know, some things that they need to improve on, and you know, hopefully they do, man. Because I think
My question
Starfield
is, though,
great. Yep.
What Ray, what do you think would be the improvements that they could bring into Starfield or into the sequel that would transform the perception of you know, where it's at, other than like glitches? Because we know they're gonna fix that.
Nah, but I played Starfield for a bunch of hours, and I rarely run into.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
I
have hundreds of hours. I don't remember
gonna lie, man.
any glitches.
The thing about it is, the only way you change the Starfield, like it's gonna sound, I don't care, I'm gonna buy it. The only way you gonna, because it's gonna get hit regardless. Starfield can be a 10 in our eyes. It's gonna be an 8 in everybody else. Starfield didn't get a bad meta score. You know, but you would think by talking to people that Starfield is a 4.
Bad, yeah,
it's a 4 or something. Like, no, you can't change. You're not gonna be able to change the perception of media and stuff like that because they all grew up playing PlayStation, right? That's their and that happened in the beginning of the Xbox One generation. That was the worst generation to lose. Phil wasn't the head of Xbox when that generation started. That was Donnie D. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think if Phil was the head, it'd have been different. But at that time, you got to think about it. That we lost you lost the digital age in that generation, right? You lost the digital mindset at that generation. These people that made they didn't got all their games on one system for 10 years, and you telling them that, hey, you need to switch.
Yeah,
that's kind of hard. But the way Starfield's gonna do it, right? Let's just say, because it's gonna be a Starfield too.
I think, okay, when it comes to Starfield, I think that the only way that we can change that is if like Starfield didn't belong to Xbox. I think that's the only way, because the scrutiny that Starfield has faced, it's just crazy. The same with games like Doom, like just because they're part of Microsoft now. And I mean, I play Doom Eternal, I play 16, I play 1, 2, 3, all of them, 6, 4, even the bad ones, all of that. And I play the Dark Ages, and all the time I'm playing this game, like, oh shit, this is cool. I get some great memorable scenes that in things that happen in the game that I'm like, oh shit, I'll still think about it to this day. And then people call it trash, people call it boring, and it's just like a bunch of people talking shit in the internet and not really playing these games. Or people who love to talk about games, but they don't play them like that.
Bro, I was watching people Forza, right? You know, that studio guy here. That's my favorite. The Turn 10 studio is my favorite studio. I'm a motorsport guy. I play Horizon, but I'm more of a motorsport guy, right?
Okay, you're more of a sim guy.
Yeah, I'm a sim. Like, I got the whole rig and everything, right?
Right.
I'm fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. The way they talked about Forza, and I heard people just Wednesday when they were talking about all the stuff. They were like, Forza don't have this still to this day. Like, y'all don't play Forza. Y'all don't play Forza.
They got so much.
Y'all don't play. Y'all ain't, bro. They like,
yeah.
They like one of the biggest complaints was the collision. What did they call it?
The collision.
Like whatever the collision detection, right? And they been fixed that. Like, I'm talking about like first, second month fixed it, right? And that you can now one biggest problem for is you got kids playing, and the kids gonna play like bumper cars. That's the biggest thing. But You can do that with lobbies and stuff. You can kind of curate them out with high standards and stuff like that. But you would have think Forza was a bad game, bro. Like but the thing popped up on my screen. But
I didn't know Forza was so hated, Ray, until I put my review out for it. Motherfuckers flew in. This is a masterpiece. What? I'm like, I mean, it is in my eyes. What the fuck do you think it's talking about? I like it. I think it's fantastic.
I don't know. Like I said, that I use Forza as an example because that's every game. It's gonna be every game demo. It's not gonna change. You just gonna have to filter out those people, right? Because it's not gonna change. It's not like we spent this whole generation trying to change them. It's like the end of the last generation, what it was, no games.
Mm-hmm.
We got so many games. I had one of my own. I just remember calling me out for not playing those, not beating those games. I played them all. I just didn't beat them all. I'm like, why you calling me out? Like, how I'm gonna beat all these damn games? I got a full-time job. I got kids and everything else. How you go? Like, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. God damn it.
Yeah. That's another thing. It's time, way too many games. And like you said, last generation was Xbox got no games. Now Xbox got too many games and they can manage, or the games are not getting Game of the Year. And this is another thing. I don't expect any of the Xbox games to get Game of the Year because I know the bias is in there. Geoff Keighley was right there at the minute that the layoff, like right away. He was right there. And then, when you see shit happening at Sony PlayStation, he's not even around. He take the days off. And it's just like, it's just how it is, man. Until Xbox do so well. So, and keep this consistency and stop building trust between them and the consumers.
Hey, Game of the Year thing, though. I'm gonna let you get with Game of the Year thing, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who anointed that is the de facto game of the year? Only reason, though, legit, the only reason I watched that one is for the trailers, right?
Yeah, same here.
Well, there's no reason that we say, hey, when we say game of the year, it's Battlefield. You can go Dice. You can go a whole bunch of different games of the year. It's probably more balanced. You don't gotta be. You ain't gotta sway one way or another. More balanced. Because I'm gonna tell you right. I can tell you right now. Probably Expedition 33 probably should win. Like my brother playing that game nonstop. But you know that they about to give it to, because who is his best friend?
Yeah, Kojima.
You know Death Stranding 2 about to win it. We're not even in June. We just got to July. We only just got halfway.
And that's not to say that Death Stranding is a bad game, because people have really been enjoying it and whatnot. Might not be for you, might not be for me, etc. But a lot of people are really like it.
Kojima is who people think Neil Druckmann is. I'm sorry, I had to get that off.
Yeah. That's the thing.
That man mind is masterful.
Yeah,
man. Let me. I was trying to stop.
Cracked out sometimes though.
I was trying to stop my WBG brother from because he took the bait on Neil Druckmann stepping away thing, and I kept typing like, hey, don't do it. He's just stepping away from the show. He's not stepping away from the studio. And he like fuck it, I'm gonna run with it. Like, hey.
All right, no. He stopped production of The Last of Us, but yeah, Classic Cage here is saying, I'm enjoying Oblivion Remastered way more. Writing is infinitely better. Moment-to-moment gameplay is better. But Classic, Oblivion is a legendary game. Like one of the best games ever made. It's only right if you're enjoying it more. I mean, that's what I say. I really enjoy it.
My first red ring.
Yeah.
Hey, Oblivion had 15 years to smooth everything out, right?
Nah.
And Oblivion is like what, the fourth game versus Starfield being the first.
Yeah. It's all of that. It's a fucking dope game, bro. That's for sure.
More to me, I wish they would have did more win over Oblivion. People need to play.
That would have been crazy.
People need to do more, play more.
I need them to do them all. The only experience I got was Skyrim. That's where I started at. That's my baby right
there. They
there.
have a studio that's working on remaster. That didn't get hit. Nobody even mentioned that goddamn studio.
No.
That's the one that's doing Fallout, one of the Fallout games. So, hey, let's go.
Layoffs are going to happen, and we're going to talk about it, bro. Listen, PlayStation will get hit with layoffs in a month or two, bro. Trust me. Studios are probably going to close. So All we have to do is wait if people keep the same energy.
They
That's
got hit with
all.
it 2 weeks ago, demo.
For
It wasn't
now,
all-
I honestly don't care. Look, we got Wu Chang, Call of Duty, World War II just dropped. I suggest you guys to go play the campaign. Dope ass campaign. I can't believe I had the CD back in the day, bro, in my hands, and I traded in for God knows what. And I never got to play it brand new. I was like, fuck, I ain't got no time. I don't know if I was clubbing. I don't know if I was pimping. I don't know if I don't know what I was doing. But the thing is that I missed out on an amazing game, and now I get to play the game thanks to Game Pass. They got Wushang Grounded 2 dropping. Bro, what is it? Skate is dropping in 7 days. Come on, man. You can't complain. I'm playing games. I'm not worried about what
Hey,
they're doing. Are the games coming? Do they have a release date? That's it. That's all we gotta be caring about, man. At the end of the day, that's what we're here talking about games. But we got people watching from Twitter. I mean, from Twitch. Shout out to Finnegan. Thank you so much for coming through Twitch. And he's saying, I love PlayStation and I love Xbox, but at times I cannot stand Sony or Microsoft. And that's just how it is. That's because you are critical of the bad things they do. And they do shit all the time that we don't like increasing the Game Pass membership. Like, okay, we understand you got content, we understand that you got all these games coming, but I'm in the end, I'm in the other end paying for this, so I don't like a price increase, right? Same with PlayStation when they do something stupid. It is the same shit, and we'll get mad at some point about the shit we like. I get mad at my lady all the time. She gets mad at me all the time. That doesn't mean that we don't love each other. That's just, part of a relationship. And you have a relationship with these brands because you interact with them on the regular and you're passionate about this, just like I am. So, I mean, that's perfectly fine. Now, the difference is like, are you calling him out or are you like, like supporting it all the time, unconditionally? Like, what's your stance? And you have to keep it real with yourself more than anything and enjoy what you enjoy. I think that's the bottom line. Yeah. We got Dark Angelic. I have a funny feeling Starfield will go to a 90 Metacritic when it comes to PlayStation, possibly.
Oh yeah, I can hear the reviews now. IGN. Yeah, so
So
about 2
hypocritical.
years later, it's cleaned up. Every complaint I had day one is gone, and the DualSense really bring the loading screens to life. I can hear them motherfuckers now. Definitely gonna get up to a 90.
We got E ranks in the house
You're
saying,
right.
Demo, can
my
you
God.
ask Ray
can
Ray
see
why
it.
he continues to defend J Rock? I know they are BFFs, but sometimes you need to have a tough conversation. He's trolling. No, Ray Ray be calling out J Rock all the time. I see it all the time. I'm like, yo, chill. But yeah, Mr. Xbox, I can't say the other word. Expedition 33 should win hands down. That game is genre defining. And I had to agree with that because I played the hell out of it when it first released. I beat the game. I really enjoyed it. And I even got myself into like the task of looking for another turn-based RPG based on my experience with Expedition. And in that hunt, I ran into Sea of Stars, and I've been loving it. I've been playing that shit. I've been like sort of like p-lumping this, playing it on my Meta Quest, but I'm actually doing remote play so that I have better latency rather than from the cloud. But I play both ways, and it's an extremely good experience. So yeah, I think Expedition 33 made me fall back in love with turn-based RPGs because I know I used to like those back in the day. So yeah, I think they really brought the hype back to the turn-based RPG. Called Classic Cage
Is
saying,
this really like? Let me ask a question. Is this about
Yeah.
cutscenes? Is that what the whole like game of the year shit is about? Because it seems
Uh,
to me that it's really about cutscenes
I mean,
and not really game.
because you know what? I think that Geoff Keighley wants this to become more like the Oscars, something like that. I think that's what
But it's called game of the year. Like, how is it that games that this is what I don't understand about the whole Gotti shit. Like, how is it that games that are literally so deep that the game itself is amazing, but when you got a game that's like basically the same joint, it's just new cutscenes. Like, how does that get to the front of the line? Like,
because
I guess the story is crazy.
because the actors, the writing, and all of that, and they usually ditch the most important part of video games, which is what is it? The gameplay. Gameplay is king. But we got Code Classic here saying, I also think that Skyrim is mid. So yeah. Okay, I think you're trouble, Classic
All right,
Cage.
no,
I
all
think
right,
you're
all right, all
trouble.
right.
You gotta go now. You tripping.
Hey, whoa.
Nah, she likes the wild takes. Oh my god, man, that's crazy. I think Skyrim is a shit though. I actually like Skyrim more than Oblivion though, so I'm on the other end. But I do understand why you love Oblivion so much. I do understand because when I played it and I haven't touched that game again because I know that I'm gonna need a lot of time to be playing that game. So that's why I've been saving it right there for when I have a week of vacation or something like that to really, immerse myself in that world. I really understand why you like it more, but I do still. I mean, I still like Skyrim more though. At the end of the day, it might be. I might be biased because it's sort of like a game that helped me go through some shit. You always got that game that helped you go through some shit. And Skyrim was like
Yeah, yeah.
my escape. So we got Be Nice in the house as well, saying being playing Expedition 33 last night and this morning. Also playing Stalker 2. Need to get back to Oblivion and Starfield and NG2 and Sniper Elite and Avowed. I want to finish Doom, The Dark Ages. Goddamn, you're busy.
Oh, his year is done. Your year is done. You're done.
Yeah. You don't even. I would do like Nero did and unsubscribe from Game Pass, finish your backlog, and then come back again. You'll be all right. We got BB Money in the building saying Tony Hawk going to be there. I think Tony Hawk where like Game Awards. I don't think so. Not a chance. Not a chance. We got Il Ray Tito in the building saying it's just people hating on Xbox games because it's not on their favorite console. That just sum it up. Sum it up right there. Powerball's in the building. Holy
Yo,
shit.
Powerball.
Hey,
Yo,
you don't say. Holy shit, we miss you, man. How you doing? I know you've been cheating on me with P-Lump. What's going on with you, Blair?
I just overslept today.
Oh,
Was
no,
up too late
no
playing
shit.
games last night.
Hey, happy 4th for you, life, bro.
Happy 4th, man.
Yeah, don't blow your hands, okay?
Nah, I stay away from fireworks.
Yeah, stay away from it. Okay, cool.
PTSD.
I've made a demo flow. You love us more than you love your wife. Nah, I mean, I don't think so. And I can say nothing else because she's probably watching. Red Dead Redemption 2, bro, got robbed. I mean, I'm gonna die in this hill. That should have been the game of the year. Either that or The Witcher that year. There's no reason why any other games should have won. The real is saying plays metaphor demo. I really didn't like it. After playing Expedition 33, that was the first game that I played. And coming back from the gameplay from Expedition to Metaphor was such a downgrade in the sense that not that it's a bad game or has a bad story, is that Expedition 33 was so much engaging. The
Actually,
story was
Demo,
moving.
I got a
moving.
game for you. If you like
Play
Expedition
Xenogears.
33.
Lost Odyssey?
No. Recent.
Yeah,
Shin
which
Megami
one?
Tensei 5 Vengeance.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I've never been into Shin Megami Tensei, but I look it up. Is it on Xbox or PC? What is it?
It's on Xbox. It's originally a
On
Nintendo game.
okay, hell yeah, I'm gonna be doing it. But yeah, man, Metaphor didn't really do it for me. But I did get like a dragon, Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm loving the hell out of this. I've been playing it again on my Meta Quest, like way before I go to bed. I lay down, put my shit on. I stream it from my console. I do remote play on my Meta Quest, and it's the best thing ever, bro. The Meta Quest is not only for VR, but it's also another screen that you can play your games on. So, I mean, if you're looking for a way to play your games where you're comfortable, now the summertime, you might be laying in a hammock or something. Yeah, bro, fire. I totally recommend it. But I
Yeah,
didn't like it
Cassie-
too much. I might be going back to it. Yeah.
Cassie knows that I'd give her hell for her takes on Skyrim.
Oh yeah, no. Cassie deserves all the smoke. She deserves all the smoke. Holy shit, man. But look, guys, it's 1 p.m. I think we already overextended ourselves for a little bit here.
2 hours.
It's been a great show, but it's time to go. I'm going to Wynwood. Let's go 305, and we're gonna get some smash burgers. Then we're gonna try not to blow our fingers and light up some fireworks. And we're just gonna have a good time, celebrate 4th of July, and I think everybody that lives here in America should go ahead and do so. We're so happy to be free here, man, and it's just like a blessing. I can stress it again, Viva America.
What
Let's
if we
go.
did 1 more hour?
No. Hell no. It's the holidays. Go ahead and play some games, bro. Instead of,
Celebrate Happy 4th and be safe, y'all.
We
Yeah,
got power, yo. Damn.
Play some games. Call of Duty, bro. World War II is in there. I think that was the perfect game to play today, man. I'm gonna get to it. Probably do a couple of missions. Won't be able to, stick to it too long, but that's my plan. Play a couple of missions at least while everybody's like, I don't know, doing something. Sort of like run away and hide. Play a couple of missions and okay, I'm out again. What's up? I fell asleep or something. I don't know. Come out with some bullshit story so that I can play some games. But it's looking bleak. It's looking bad for me today. It looks like I'm gonna be doing a lot of like things with the family. So I mean that's good too. So I can wait until tomorrow, which I gotta work, but I'm gonna be able to play games, and I can wait to get him the controller back in my hands, man, and press some buttons. So thank you everybody for coming through. Next Gen Nero, bro, you were the first one here. I know Desire. Shout out to him. He had to go. I understand. Happy 4th of July to him and his family. Had to do some shit. He was here at like at 9. We were talking. We're chopping it up. Amazing dude. Go ahead and follow him, man. He's not present now, but he will be here probably next week. Let's make it happen. But Next Gen Nero, man, thank you for coming through. Really appreciate the love, man. What the hell is going on with you? What you've been up to, and where people can find you?
It's always a pleasure, man. Whenever I'm free, I'm always down to come on a homie pod and just kick it, man. I always appreciate the opportunity, man. Just Next Gen Nero on all platforms, man. Just gaming, man. Waiting for this college football to come out so I can fuck Ray up with our own team. I call Clemson right now. I'm doing it in front of everyone. I call dibs on them. Just gaming, man. Trying to chop down this backlog, man, and just enjoying life. Trying to. And also Power Boss, man. You might want to run it back, man. I had a nice little Final Fantasy mid.
I'm going to.
Hey, I'm a LSU Tiger. I bleed purple and gold, sir.
Okay, my bad. I thought you was then you put some Clemson shit on Twitter, and I'm tripping.
Hey, no, it might have been against Clemson because we played them first.
Oh, yikes. Dang, wow, bro. I misread that. I must ain't pay attention correctly. I thought I had an ally. I thought I had an ally out here.
When I say go Tigers, I spell it a certain way. It's not spelled G-O. It's spelled G-E-A-U-X. That's how you say go Tigers around here.
Oh, that's lit then. We finna have them Clemson LSU battles going on.
I see you, man.
It's about to be great.
I got a line of people that want to play me. Like I could get nobody to play me last year. Nobody played me last year. But hey, yo, I'm taking everybody out this
year. Yeah. So what's up with you, Ray? Since you're already talking, what's going on with you? Where people can find you? I know you got your live show tomorrow in the morning. I usually you listen to it while I'm at work. That's helps me, suits me up a little bit because sometimes it's boring and shit. But what's going on with you, man?
I'm Ray. I'm the one of the people called the judge. We have court on Wednesdays on the Xbox Echo Chamber podcast on Wednesdays. We have the Ray was Right show on Saturdays, which Demo was talking about, and I'm also on WBG on Mondays. So I'm a little bit everywhere, and I try to be when I'm have a Friday off. I usually try to jump into here.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm playing Make or Break right now, so I'm behind to stop because I got to go out. But hey, everybody keep a calm head around here. Y'all don't have to blow up all the time. You ain't got to be fake with it, but you ain't got don't stop being so emotional. So but yeah, y'all come check me out. I'm almost at 2K. I'm like 30 some away.
Let's get it. Go ahead and raid channel right now and go ahead and give him some subs, man. Come on.
I'm almost there. Hey, we are bots over there. Like they don't call me the super bot for a reason. We are bots. No, hey, we bleed green over there. So you can't handle that. Please stay away. But I want you.
Let's go. Man, thank you so much for coming, to you and of course Nero. And we got the Archangel Nexus in the house as well, man. How you doing, bro? Good to have you. Glad you made it.
Oh yeah, it's good to be here. Thanks for having me on the show, bros. Thanks for everybody that came on this joint. Y'all can find me on the Archangel Nexus Twitch or YouTube. I got a show on YouTube called Madness Gaming. It's sort of like a last week type of joint where I just reflect on some of the stuff that I'm feeling about whatever happened in gaming news. I haven't gotten a video out in a minute though, because the fucking news keeps blowing up all my damn videos. Every time I start one, motherfuckers want to come out with some new shit and blow my whole video up. Now I gotta go make a new one. So
That's
I'm trying to get
thing,
a
bro.
video out. I'm trying to get a video out. You know, keep an eye out on my channel.
Hey, I'm with you. Hey, this Mario Bird video was coming out. I don't care what nobody says. This Mario Bird video was coming out.
No, Helldivers video. You got a whole month. It's still gonna blow up. Yeah, like it's coming. Yeah, like I know how it is. Sometimes, like I say, it's hard because you want to drop the videos right when the news are fresh, right? And that's the only way that you can grow your channel. So it's a fucking race just to get there, man. It's crazy, but. We got the late one, the man, El Padrino, of course. He can come over here at whatever time he wants. Who gives a shit?
Connection
He's the
man.
boss. It's the connection man. It's the power boss. The man who pushed bullies everybody on Twitter, especially Nib. Shout out to Nib. He got cooked lately. What's up with you, power boss? How you doing? Where
You
people
know
can find
me,
you?
I'm playing games and having fun and being on everybody's podcast. I'm everywhere.
Damn. You already know.
You gotta
the
get
power
Laura
man.
on the show. You gotta get us Laura. We want to interview her on the show.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard you
shit.
saying that. I'm gonna try. I'll try.
Oh, that would be dope if we get to
Laura
interview her.
Fryer. I'll see
Yeah.
if I can get a hold of her.
Oof, that would be dope. All right, guys, man. Thank you for
Sorry I was
coming.
late, y'all.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Make sure you go ahead and go to TTS, man. They out there, my boy Chan and Dirt. They're live as we speak right now. And man, go ahead and have some fun. I'll be listening probably on my headphones while driving or something while I'm heading, and just go show some love to the guys. So support them, all the content creators, man, possible content creators that you can, bro. And shout out to everybody who come through, bro. We got Cole Classy, we got Paris in the house as well, came through. Shout out to him. We got Finnegan, Jewel, BB Money, John D, man, Dark Angelic, Next Gen Nero was here too as well. E Ranks, Mr. Bot, Be Nice. Bro, so many of you guys, I can't really keep track. So I'm super blessed to have you all. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy, Demo Flow. Checking out. Oh, shit. Hold up. I forgot to put the outro shit. We're going to close with this. Whip it, flip it, you know how I get it. Game Pass Day 1, no wonder that you jelly. I press A, I download, and I play. We are not the same, Sony ponies gotta pay. I press A, I download, and I play. We are not the same, Sony ponies gotta pay. I press A, I download, and I play. We are not the same, Sony ponies gotta pay. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go.